Bautista, number 15. Batting in the 8th position for the New York Revolution, the catcher, number 34, Salvador Peniagua, number 34. And hitting 9th for the New York Revolution and playing center field, number 6, Tyler Graham, number 6. Pitching tonight for the New York Revolution and warming up with the visitors bullpen at the end of the left field line is right-hander number 23, Nick Green, number 23, starting lineup tonight for the visiting New York Revolution. And now, baseball fans, here's the starting lineup for your 2013 Long Island Ducks. Leading off for your Long Island.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Swung on and ripped down the right field line. This one is deep. It is gone from CI to see you later.
2-0 here is well hit to right field. Drew Macias going back. Forget it, it's gone! A grand slam home run for Brian Nelson.
Justin Davies at the plate. The winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on. Bouncing ball.
Up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play. And the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. And there is a mob scene of Long Island Ducks in right center field. They are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
We're live here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York, and it is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, the 6-game homestand for the Long Island Ducks continues as they open up a 3-game series against the 2010 and 2011 Atlantic League champions, the York Revolution. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play as the 2012 Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks continue to look for their first series win here in 2013. Right now, the Ducks had 7-16 overall on the year and just 0-6-1 in series play here in 2013. But the Ducks hoping to get off to a good start in the series tonight against the York Revolution as they send Dontrell Willis to the mound, and the Revolution will oppose with right-hander Nick Green. Well, the last time the Ducks were in action was on Saturday, a day-night doubleheader here at Bethpage Ballpark against the Somerset Patriots. That was following a long game the night before between the Ducks and the Patriots that lasted 3.5 hours plus. And in Game 1, the Ducks were able to rally back after they fell behind 3-0 in the first inning. Connor Graham allowing a 2-run double from Corey Smith and an RBI double from Luis Montanez. And the Patriots had a 3-0 lead, but in the fourth inning, the Ducks were able to get the bases loaded with 1 out on a double, a walk, and an infield single, and that brought up the newcomer, Anthony Arminio.
The pitch. Swung on, hit fair down the first base line. Navarrete comes in to score. Enriquez hustles around third base. He scores. Brodin being waved around too. Kroger digs it out of the corner. And a stand-up triple for Anthony Arminio ties the game at 3. Welcome to the Long Island Ducks.
So Anthony Arminio with a 3-run triple down the right field line, giving the Ducks 3 runs on the board to tie the game. Ducks would add another in the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly to center by Ray Navarrete, so they had a 4-3 lead. But in the 7th, 2 runs for the Patriots on a sacrifice fly to center by James Skelton and an RBI single to left by Bobby Stevens put the Patriots on top 5-4. So it would take a Ducks rally, and they'd get it in the 8th. Ramon Castro with a double to right, and that brought up Ralph Enriquez.
Enriquez is ahead on the count at the plate. Coming set, Phillips, and this one is stroked right field. Josh Kroger going back, way back, and that one is going to be out of here. That one leaves the park on the day before Mother's Day. That, off the bat of Ralph Enriquez, is the mother of all home runs, and he remembers the advice of moms everywhere. Comb your hair before leaving the dugout. Don't run the bases until a half hour after eating. And, of course, make sure to clean your home plate. A 2-run blast from Enriquez, and the Ducks have taken a 6-5 lead.
So the Ralph Enriquez 2-run home run, his 3rd of the year, all 3 of his home runs coming in the 7th inning or later so far this year. And the Ducks had a 6-5 lead. Leo Rosell picked up the win to go to 1-1. Paul Phillips, the lost drop, to 1-1. and Leo Rosales earned his 4th save of the season. Then in the nightcap, which was delayed by an hour and 10 minutes due to rain at the start, the first rain delay the Ducks have had here at Bethpage Ballpark this year. Game got going. The Ducks took an early 2-0 lead as Danny Perales drew a walk, and after a pop-out by Navarrete, it was Joe Ash-Brodin who came to the plate.
Taylor looks in, reads the sign, sets, delivers 3-2. Swung on, hit high in the air, deep left center field. Tucker heading over, sprinting over. He looks up, it's off the top of the wall, bounces into center field. Perales waved around third base. He comes in to score standing up. Brodin slides into third, an RBI triple, and the Ducks take a 1-0 lead.
Well, it would be an incredible seesaw game as the Patriots scored a run. The Ducks got one back in the second inning. Ducks would have had a run in the 4th, but then the Patriots in the 5th with a 5-run inning, taking a commanding 6-3 lead at that point. Ducks would get a run back in the bottom of the 5th inning, but the Patriots would put the game away in the 8th and 9th as they got 3-run innings in each of those frames off the Ducks bullpen. Eric Neeson allowed 3 runs in his 2 innings of relief. Ian Snell 3 runs in his 4 batters that he faced, and all of a sudden the Patriots had a commanding 12-6 lead, and that would be the final score as David Harden got the win to improve to 3-0, and Matt Way, the loss, fell to 1-1. So that takes us to tonight, Ducks and the York Revolution to kick things off here in this 3-game set. We'll take a break and come back as we preview tonight's ball games.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com. Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Holiday Inn Islip MacArthur Airport in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Holiday Inn is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Holiday Inn Islip Airport. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Holiday Inn, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, Ducks have taken the field here tonight as they get set for the opener of this series against the York Revolution. Joining them on the field tonight are the Hampton Bays Little League, and the color guard at first base, the Pat Med Air Force Junior ROTC. We had a pregame performance tonight by the Barton Elementary School Chorus, and tonight's national anthem about to be performed by the Robert Moses Middle School. For the pitching matchup tonight, Dontrell Willis makes his 4th start of the season, 3rd here at Bethpage Ballpark. He just picked up his first win in his last outing as he went 6 2/3 in Lancaster on May 7th, an 11 a.m. game. Willis allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits, walked 2 and struck out 2 as the Ducks won the game 8-3. Nick Green will go for the Revolution. He has faced the Ducks once so far this season, a win back on May 3rd as he allowed just 3 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits in 6 innings of work while striking out 6. Now the Robert Moses Middle School with our national anthem.
O'er the ramparts we
by the Robert Moses Middle School with our national anthem. One more quick break. When we come back, the starting lineups and first pitch.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement!
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Clocker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, Central Islip, New York, decided tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution. Dontrell Willis has finished up his warm-up tosses, and the York Revolution will send out a lineup tonight that looks like this. Eric Patterson, the designated hitter, will Andres Perez, and then the first baseman, Brian Bergamy, will hit third. In the cleanup spot is the third baseman, Andy Marte. Jeff Fiorentino in right field will bat fifth. Hitting sixth, the left fielder returning to the Revolution is James Shanks. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Wilson Batista. Hitting eighth and doing the catching tonight is Salvador Paniagua, and Tyler Graham in center field will bat ninth. So Dontrell Willis in his third start here at Bethpage Ballpark on the mound, ready to go. And the first pitch of tonight's game is a fastball swung on and missed. And tonight's game is underway.
Airport start time of the game, 6:35.
So we start here tonight at 6:35 p.m. And it'll be an 0-1 here to Patterson, who did not play the last time these two teams met. And this one misses up and inside, even the count at 1-1.
Airport temperature of the game is 60 degrees.
60 degrees, a little chilly night here at Bethpage Ballpark. Crowd still filing in as Patterson takes up and inside once again, and the count goes to 2-1. Patterson had been battling a quad issue, but he is back in the lineup, hitting from the left side, ready to go. And the 2-1 from Willis is popped up. Foul behind the plate. And will go back up into the crowd. And rebound back down below. And so the count even up here at 2-2 strikes. Defensively for the Ducks, Joe Ash-Brodeen is out in left field. Danny Perales in center. And Adam Bailey around in right. And the 2-2 from Willis. Up and inside for ball 3. On the infield, it's Gabe Suarez at third. Dan Lyons the shortstop. And a brand new right side of the infield. P.J. Phillips at second. And Murray Watts at first. His pitch on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Good fastball outside corner from Willis, his first strikeout of the night. So one away here in the top of the first, and that will bring up the second baseman, Andres Perez. So a good start for Willis. Ralph Enriquez doing the catching tonight for Dontrell Willis as Ramon Castro gets the night off. Second game in a row that Castro has the night off. Didn't play either in game 2 of the doubleheader on Saturday night. First pitch to Perez here, and that is low and outside for ball 1. Perez at 278, 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Willis kicks and fires. This one just missed the outside corner. Chase Edmondson is the home plate umpire tonight. Aaron Freeman around at first, and Billy Huffstedler is around at third. This is the second time the Ducks have had this crew this year. 2-0. On the ground, left side in the hole between third and short, out of the reach of Suarez. So a base hit for Andres Perez, and he is on with 1 out here in the top half of inning number 1.
First baseman, number 9, Brian Bergamy, number 9.
Aside from the little cool temperatures that we have here at Bethpage Ballpark tonight, nice night for a game of baseball. Clear skies overhead, some light thin clouds way up high, but nothing affecting us here tonight as the sun sets beyond the third base stands. Very light wind blowing in from right field. And the first pitch here to Brian Bergamy is popped up on the infield. Suarez and Lyons converging on the left side. It's Suarez who makes the call and makes the catch. So on the first pitch, Brian Bergamy is retired and 2 out here in the top of the first inning.
Batting in the fourth position, third baseman, number 25, Andy Marte.
Well, we mentioned Dontre Willis, a strong last start against Lancaster on the road. This is the first time he's facing the York Revolution this year. But Willis so far 1-1 record with a 4.10 earned run average. So here is Andy Marte, the cleanup hitter and third baseman from the right side with 2 down and 1 on. And the first pitch from Willis is dealt in there for a called strike. It is 0-1. For those of us following along here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on your Tuesday evening. 0-1 from Willis is up and away for ball 1. If you're joining us, you might notice a little bit of some blurry video. We apologize for the technical difficulties on the video end, but pleased to bring you streaming audio live from Bethpage Ballpark. Still working on the video portion to try and get that cleaned up here. Marte, a foul pop-up here, first base side. Watts chasing over in foul territory, still going back. This one ends up dropping in just foul along the right field line. Watts and Phillips both converging along that right field line, battling the sun. Very tough play for both, and it fell in between both and just did manage to land to the right of the chalk. So a fortunate break for the Ducks that it did not land fair, and the count 1-2 here on Andy Marte, who is hitting .300 on the season, 27 for 90, 4 homers, 26 runs batted in. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Willis. He works from the stretch, deals, and Marte takes up and outside. And that evens up the count at 2-2. Ducks and Revolution played earlier this month, May 3rd through the 5th. At Sovereign Bank Stadium in York, Pennsylvania. York took the first 2 games. Ducks won the finale. Here Marte hits one in the air to left field, shallow. Brodin moving in towards the line will make the catch. And Willis works around a 1-out single in the top of the first inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left for the Revolution. And after a half inning of play, it's the York Revolution 0 and the Ducks coming to bat.
Hi, this is Ray Navarrete, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs, whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals.
I love this game.
No business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bottom of inning number 1 here at Bethpage Ballpark. No score between the Ducks and the York Revolution. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Nick Green on the mound for the York Revolution, and he will face a Ducks lineup that looks like this. Danny Perales will lead off. He is in center field. Batting second is the newcomer second baseman P.J. Phillips, and hitting third the designated hitter Ray Navarrete. Murray Watts, the new first baseman in the cleanup spot. Joe Ashbrodine in left field will hit fifth. Ralph Henriquez doing the catching and batting sixth for the Ducks as Green delivers a first pitch that's grounded through the right side for a base hit by Danny Perales. So a good start for the Ducks as Perales singles on the first pitch he sees. 1 on, and that'll bring up Phillips. Adam Bailey will be in right field tonight. He hits seventh. Gabe Suarez at third base hits eighth, and Dan Lyons, the shortstop, will bat ninth. Well, here's P.J. Phillips, newcomer for the Ducks. He is their second baseman tonight, hitting from the right side. Ducks are very injury-riddled right now, and so that forced the Ducks to add 2 here today as a throw over to first chases Perales back to the bag. Ducks right now with 3 players out on the inactive list, all dealing with injuries. They have another on their active roster that is banged up. First pitch coming here to P.J. Phillips. Green from the stretch deals, and Phillips will take a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Phillips was acquired by the Ducks from the New Jersey Jackals in the Canadian American Association in exchange for a player to be named later. And this pitch misses low and outside, even the count at 1-1. Phillips stands in from the right side. He is 6 foot 3 inches, 170 pounds, out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. 26 years old. And it'll be a 1-1 from Nick Green. Righty on righty. And the pitch comes. Phillips fouls this one back to the screen. Good swing by Phillips. Now the count 1-2. Nick Green making his 5th start of the year. He's 2-0 with a 4.21 earned run average. Has faced the Ducks once already this season. And the 1-2 pitch on the way from the right-hander. Kicks and fires, and Phillips will swing and pop this one foul. First base side, up and out of play. We'll do it once again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Danny Perales with good speed over there at first base. We'll see if he tries to take off here with 2 strikes on Phillips. And a 1 ball, 2 strike pitch once again. There's a throw over to first to chase Perales back to the bag. Well, the Ducks entering tonight have a record of 7-16 overall, but because of the struggles of the Liberty division so far, they remain in 3rd place, just 3.5 games behind the Bridgeport Bluefish. The York Revolution, meanwhile, are 12-12. They too are in 3rd place, but they are 9 games behind the Sugarland Skeeters. Pitch on the way, check swing, and taken low in the dirt. Good eye by Phillips to hold up. And the count is now 2-2 on the Ducks' second baseman. Sugarland out of their minds right now, 21-3 overall record so far here in 2013, best in the Atlantic League. And they have a 4.5 game lead on the Somerset Patriots, who are in 2nd place in the division at 16-7. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch on the way from Green to Phillips, and this one is swung on and hit high in the air to center field. Graham going back will make the catch, and Perales will have to retreat to first. So Phillips chased up high in the zone, put a good swing on it, but could not lift it over the head of Tyler Graham in center. And there's one away.
Here is the designated hitter, number 16, Ray Navarrete, number 16.
That brings up Navarrete, who will hit from the right side. Navarrete has been red hot as of late, and will try and continue his hot hitting here against the Revolution tonight and against an opponent that he has seen so many times over the last 3 years in righty Nick Green, who was with Southern Maryland each of the last 2 years. The first pitch to Navarrete misses inside for ball 1. Navarrete enters tonight on a 9-game on-base streak, and during that on-base streak, he is hitting .438, 14 for 32. So he is really heated up at the plate, and the 1-0 coming from Green to Navarrete. Pitch on the way, and Navarrete takes a curveball strike on the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. Navarrete during the streak has raised his batting average from 111 to 247 and his on-base percentage from 146 to 318. That is impressive. The 1-1 inside. It misses from Green, and the count goes to 2-1. And, of course, early on in the season, you'll see batting averages and on-base percentages fluctuate a lot as players build up at bats. But Navarrete really has been on base, it seems like, multiple times every single game during that streak. Green's 2-1. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field again for Graham. This time a little bit over towards left center. Camps under it, makes the catch. And Perales again has to stay at first, so Navarrete flies to center. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of inning number 1.
Batting in the cleanup position for the Long Island Ducks, the first baseman, number 39, Murray Watts, number 39.
So that brings up the first baseman, Murray Watts. Watts, in his first game as a Long Island Duck, he was signed and activated by the Ducks before today's game. And Watts, a tall man hitting from that left side. First pitch is swung and grounded towards the middle. And will it sneak through? It does. Past the diving Perez into center field, a base hit. Perales around first. He heads to third. He'll get the stop sign there from Kevin Baez. So Murray Watts in his first Ducks at bat. Dribbles a single into center field. And the Ducks now with runners at the corners, 2 away for Joe Ash Brodeen.
Long Island left fielder number 22, Joe Ash Brodeen, number 22.
So welcome to Long Island for Murray Watts, who stands in at 6'6" and weighs in at 250 pounds out of Jonesboro, Arkansas. Lefty swinger, righty fielder. And he is on at first base here with 2 away for Joe Ash Brodeen. Watts is wearing 39 for the Ducks. And the first pitch to Brodeen is dealt down low for ball 1. P.J. Phillips deciding to take number 9 for Long Island. Good speed at third here in Perales. Murray Watts will take his lead at first. That'll be a 1-0 here from Green to Brodeen. Righty deals, and Brodeen will take on the outside corner for strike 1. Brodeen at 276 on the year, 21 for 76. He has 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. Brodeen had a very nice series over the weekend against the Somerset Patriots. The 1-1 pitch from Green upstairs for ball 2. Again, the Ducks played a Friday night game against the Patriots that lasted 3 hours, 34 minutes. A 10-9 win for Somerset. Then a day-night doubleheader on Saturday, 2-hour, 56-minute game in the day game, which the Ducks won by a count of 6-5. 2-1 to Brodeen. Swung and grounded right side. Will it sneak through? The second baseman, Perez Fields, on the outfield grass, throws to Green, covering. It's in time for the out. And Brodeen denied an RBI single, and that retires the side in the first inning. So for the Ducks, they get no runs on 2 hits and leave 2 men on base. And after 1 inning complete here at Bethpage Ballpark, it's the Ducks nothing and the Revolution nothing.
Hi, this is center fielder Danny Perales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated Paver Shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver Shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, we move to the second inning. Long Island Ducks and New York Revolution scoreless after 1. And as we hit the second inning, time for the Ducks injury report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, we talked a little bit earlier in the game about the injury woes the Ducks are going through right now. 4 players currently are dealing with a significant injury, and 3 of those 4 are now out on the inactive list. Ryan Strebe has a wrist injury, which he suffered in the 4-game set in Lancaster, and he will likely be out a couple of weeks. So he was placed on the inactive list during Saturday's day-night doubleheader when the Ducks signed Anthony Arminio, who ended up driving in 4 runs over the course of the 2 games. Josh Barfield is out dealing with a hamstring injury he too suffered in Lancaster. As the first pitch from Willis is lifted in the air by Fiorentino to left, but right at Joe Ash Brodeen for out number 1. So a quick first out for Dontrell Willis. So you mentioned Barfield out with a hamstring injury. He likely will not play during this 3-game series. And most likely will rejoin the team at some point during their road trip following this homestand, in which they go to Southern Maryland for 3 games over the weekend and then 4 games in Camden. First pitch here to James Shanks is outside for ball 1. Also out on the inactive list, placed on there today, was Brian Nelson, the third baseman for the Ducks. Shanks takes a 1-0 on the inside corner for strike one. He's dealing with an oblique strain he suffered in the first game of the Ducks road trip, their last road trip when they were in York, Pennsylvania. As Willis's 1-1 is hit in the air to left field. Brodin started in and will reach up and make the catch. 3 straight batters have flied to left for the Revolution, and quickly 2 outs here in the second. Nelson remains day-to-day on that inactive list with the oblique strain, and not on the inactive list, but still out of the lineup tonight is Ben Broussard, the Ducks' first baseman and outfielder. He is still out, dealing with a calf strain. So Broussard out with a calf strain, as this first pitch misses outside to Wilson Batista for ball one. Broussard is also day-to-day. The 1-0 is popped in the air, foul behind the plate, out of play. They had to even up the count at 1-1. Broussard played on Friday against the Somerset Patriots. He played 3 innings, or he played 3 at-bats, played through the first 5 innings and was 3 for 3 at the plate, but had to come out of the game as his calf was still bothering him. 1-1, low in the dirt, and Willis now behind on Batista, 2-1. So the Ducks sort of the walking wounded right now, and that is sort of what prompted the Ducks to sign 2 today in Murray Watts and acquire P.J. Phillips in a trade from the New Jersey Jackals. Willis just missed the outside corner there to run the count to 3-1. So some new faces on this Ducks roster here today, and already Watts has picked up a single in the first, while Phillips fly to center. 3-1 from Willis to Batista, and this one is laced towards the middle and past Dan Lyons for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Wilson Batista, the 7-hitter and shortstop for the Revolution. And York has picked up their second hit of the night. And that'll bring up the catcher, Salvador Paniagua.
Catcher, number 34, Salvador Paniagua, number 34.
So Paniagua will step to the plate, hitting from the right side. No score yet between the Revolution and the Ducks as we play here in the top of inning number 2. Willis will work out of the stretch. His first pitch to Paniagua. Curveball just missed inside for ball one. Paniagua has been one of the best hitters for the Revolution so far this year at .356. He's 26 for 73. 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. But here a big swing and a miss on a good off-speed pitch there by Willis. And that evens up the count at 1-1. Wind's starting to blow a little bit harder now. It's blowing out to right field. As here, Paniagua takes upstairs for ball 2. Willis wearing the high black socks on the mound, a 9-year Major League veteran. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Willis. Swing and a miss. Again, that good curveball diving down and in. Paniagua chased it, and that evens up the count at 2-2. Willis, in fact, showed his display of offensive ability on Saturday in Game 2 of the doubleheader. He was the DH and 9-hitter for the Ducks. Paniagua takes low and inside for ball 3. And he had a pretty good night. Drove in 3 runs, had an RBI single sandwiched in between a pair of sacrifice flies. So a good day for Dontrell Willis at the plate. But again, it wasn't enough as the Ducks lost the game 12-6. 3-2, Paniagua pops this one up in front of home plate. Henriquez tosses away the mask, and along the third base line, it drops in fair. And everybody is going to be safe. Going from first to third on the play was Batista. Henriquez was converging with Willis and Suarez, and Henriquez had trouble with it the whole way, and it dropped in fair for a base hit.
Hitting ninth for the Revolution, the center fielder, number 6, Tyler Graham, number 6.
So the third hit of the ball game for the Revolution. And now the York Revolution have runners at first and third with 2 men out, and that's going to bring up Tyler Graham. So an unfortunate break there for the Ducks as Henriquez had trouble seeing it the whole time. And this one is taken for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. So Paniagua's at first and Batista at third. And the struggling Graham at the plate hitting third and stop right there. And an RBI double. The Ducks have had problems all year long with 2 outs, giving some teams extra at-bats and innings. And thereafter, Henriquez can't come up with a pop-up on the infield. An RBI double for Tyler Graham off of Willis. 3 straight 2-out hits now for the Revs, and they have the 1-0 lead. Back to the top of the order we go for Eric Patterson. And Willis's first pitch to Patterson is fouled back to the screen behind home plate for strike one. Patriots fell behind 2-0 in the first inning on Saturday in the second game. Ducks had taken an early lead, but the Patriots rallied with a 5-run fifth and then 3 runs in the 8th and 9th to put that game away. Check swinging a high fastball there by Patterson. And they appealed to the third base umpire, Billy Huffstedler. He says he did not go around. So the count is now 1-1 on Patterson. I'll check that 1-2. And this pitch here is bounced foul along the right field line. So that will keep the count at 1-2 on Patterson. Again, Paniagua is the runner at third. Graham the runner at second. Has good speed. Paniagua does not. Page Ballpark, it's the York Revolution 1 and the Long Island Ducks nothing.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. No good. Talk to me.
Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
This summer, LIPA can help you save big on a new central air conditioning system with up to $1,000 in rebates and up to $500 in operating cost savings each year. And only a LIPA participating Cool Homes contractor can make sure you get all these savings plus a quality installation for maximum comfort over the life of your system. Ready to save? We're ready to help. Visit lipower.org/coolhomes to make sure that your contractor is a LIPA Cool Homes contractor.
Back here on Long Island, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Ducks trailing the York Revolution 1-0 on the 2-out RBI double by Tyler Graham. Ducks will send up numbers 6, 7, and 8 in their order here in the second inning against Nick Green. Ralph Henriquez will lead off, and the first pitch is hit well in the air to right field. Charging in and making the catch, though, is right fielder Jeff Fiorentino, and that is out number 1 in the second. Henriquez hit the ball on a hard line drive. Fiorentino held for a minute to wait to see where the ball was, raced in, made the catch. And with 1 out, up steps Adam Bailey.
Right fielder, number 13, Adam Bailey, number 13.
So here is Bailey, who hits from the left side. Bailey did not play in either of the games of the doubleheader on Saturday, but back in the lineup here tonight. And the first pitch on the way is taken over the outside corner for strike one. Bailey at .215 on the year, 17 for 79, has a home run and 10 runs batted in. And the 0-1 from Green is lifted in the air, foul over the screen and just off to our left behind home plate. And Bailey quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Green works very quickly on the mound, especially when the bases are empty. He is already ready to go as Bailey steps back in. And now the 0-2 pitch on the way is off the outside corner with a fastball. And the count 1-2. So it's Willis against Green tonight. Tomorrow, John Brownell is going to pitch for the Long Island Ducks. As the 1-2 pitch here is chopped towards second. Perez will gobble it up, throw over to first to beat Bailey. And there's 2 away. So John Brownell will go for the Ducks tomorrow. He is 1-2 with a 3.57 ERA. And he was supposed to oppose the right-hander Matt Fox. But unfortunately for the Revolution, Matt Fox today was signed by the New York Mets. So the Mets gobbling up Matt Fox. And now York is going to have to scramble for a starter for tomorrow's game. As of tonight's first pitch, there was no starter decided upon. And Gabe Suarez takes the first pitch on the inside corner for strike one. So right now it's TBA for the Revolution. Series finale, though, will be Matt Way for the Ducks against Corey Thurman for the Revolution. 0-1 here is lifted foul. First base side out of play, and Suarez behind here, 0-2. Ducks with the 2 off days were able to skip over a pair of struggling starters, Nick DeBar and Bill Murphy, who would have been scheduled to pitch on Sunday and Monday. But because of the off days, Ducks able to stay on rotation. Suarez fouls it back behind home plate. So the Ducks stick with their 3 best here in this 3-game set against York before the Ducks return to the road, where they'll face opponents in their division for the first time. Curveball missed low and away. 1-2 now on Suarez, who's had 228 on the year, 13 for 57. 2 homers, 3 runs batted in. And his 1-2 on the way from Nick Green. Low and outside one more time, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sun continues to set here. Most of the infield, except for right up the middle, is in the shadows. The majority of the outfield in the sun. Suarez takes low, and he has run the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Ducks looking for their first base runner here to avoid a 1-2-3 second inning. And the 3-ball, 2-strike pitch from Green is swung on and missed for strike 3. Got him with the off-speed pitch. Suarez strikes out. First strikeout for Nick Green. And the Ducks retired in order here in the second inning. We go to the third here at Bethpage Ballpark. It is the York Revolution 1 and the Long Island Ducks 0.
Hi, this is Josh Barfield, second baseman for the Ducks, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Third inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks trail the York Revolution by a count of 1-0. Time for tonight's third inning trivia, which is brought to you by Carvel. Carvel celebrating more than 75 years of making people happy. Well, we talked about Dontrell Willis in Game 2 on Saturday, hitting for the Ducks as the number 9 hitter in DH against the Somerset Patriots. Drove in 3 runs in the game. It was his first time hitting in a professional game since September 27, 2011, when he was a member of the Cincinnati Reds. But the question tonight, who was the opponent that he hit against in that game? Who was the Cincinnati Reds opponent on September 27, 2011, the last time Dontrell Willis had batted in a professional baseball game before this past Saturday night in Game 2 of the doubleheader? We'll let you think about it, and we will give you the answer in the bottom half of this third inning. First pitch here to lead off the third is outside for a ball to Andres Perez, the second baseman and 2-hitter for the York Revolution. 1-0. That misses up and away, and Willis is now behind 2 balls and no strikes. Perez in his second year here with the York Revolution. A 2-0, low and inside from Willis, and having to move his feet quickly was Perez, and the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. So York trying to add to their 1-0 lead here in this third inning against Willis, and the 3-0 up and away for ball 4. And the first walk of the game allowed by Dontrell Willis as he gives Perez the free pass on 4 pitches.
First place for number 9, Brian Bergamy, number 9.
So Perez at first, and that will bring up Brian Bergamy, who was retired on just 1 pitch his first time to the plate. First pitch upcoming after Willis throws over to first here to check on Perez. And this one is taken for a called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-1. Bergamy popped to short in his first at bat, but this is low. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike pitch upcoming from the left-hander, and Bergamy will swing and miss. And the count goes to 1-2. Willis would love a ground ball here. Bergamy does have pretty good speed at the plate. Perez with pretty decent speed over there at first base as well. He's being held on by Murray Watts. 1-2. Curveball drops in low and inside. And that runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Willis's first start coming here at Bethpage Ballpark on opening night. Lasted just 2 2/3 innings. As this one is low, and now the count full on Bergamy. Had to leave the game when he suffered a split fingernail. 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts for Willis. As the Ducks won on opening night 10-5, Willis getting the no decision. 3-2, runner does not go, and this one on the ground is short. Lions Fields goes to second for 1. The turn to first, not in time, as Bergamy beat it out. A little bit of a slow turn there at second by Phillips. So it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice. And now runner at first with 1 out.
Third baseman, number 25.
For Andy Marte.
Number 25.
So Perez retired at second on the 6-4 fielder's choice. Bergamy is at first. And up to the plate hitting from the right side is Andy Marte. Willis still working out of the stretch. First pitch. And that is taken up and away for ball 1. Marte fly to left to end the first inning in his first at-bat. Joe Ashbrodine has already seen a lot of action out there in left field. 1-0 from Willis. Curveball is in there for a strike. Good pitch from the left-hander. And the count is 1-1. His pitch here on the ground is short again. This one harder hit. Lines to second for 1. The turn to first is low. Dug out nicely at first base by Murray Watson. A 6-4-3 double play ends the top of the third. So no runs, no hits, and because of the double play, nobody left on base for York. To the bottom of the third inning we go. 1-0 in favor of the Revolution.
Hi, this is pitcher Ian Snell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Clocker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit LIDucks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, bottom of the third inning, Ducks trail 1-0, and it is time for the answer to tonight's third inning trivia question, which is brought to you by Carvel. Carvel celebrating more than 75 years of making people happy. Well, we gave you the question in the top half of the third inning. Dontrell Willis, who hit in Saturday's game against the Somerset Patriots. It was the first time that he hit in a professional game since September 27th of 2011 when he was a member of the Cincinnati Reds. And we wanted to know who the opponent was that the Reds were facing that day. If you guessed the New York Mets, you were correct. New York Mets at Citi Field was the site of that game. Dontrell Willis in the 10th inning. Pinch hit for Aroldis Chapman as Dan Lyons takes up and inside for ball 1 to start the bottom of the third. pinch hit for Chapman and struck out swinging against Ryota Igarashi. And then Nick Massett came into the game in the bottom of the inning to replace Willis. The game eventually was won by the Reds 5-4 in 13 innings. As the first pitch from Green to line, checked out the second plate here as the first half continues on. So one on, nobody out. And that will bring up Danny Perales. York with a run in the top of the second, the only run of the game so far. York has 4 hits. The Ducks now with 3 thanks to the Dan Lyons leadoff single. So that'll bring up Danny Perales, who singled on the first pitch of the bottom of the first inning. And Green from the stretch deals. Perales takes this time, and it misses low and outside for ball 1. Perales entering tonight at .266, 4 homers, 17 runs batted in, 21 for 79 on the year. One ball, no strike pitch upcoming. Lyons with good speed at first, and Green knows it. He turns and throws over there to check on Lyons. You mentioned Green's start against the Ducks coming back on May the 3rd, the opener of that 3-game set in York. He picked up the win. He's actually picked up wins in each of his last 2 outings. Green's 1-0, and Perales swings and misses. Big off-speed pitch, and the count 1-1. Last time out for Green was on May the 8th against Somerset, a 15-8 win for York. And he gave up 4 runs on 5 hits in 5 1/3 innings, walked 5 and struck out 5 as well. So a count of 1-1 on the lefty swinging Perales. Lyons takes his lead at first, being held on there by Bergamy. The 1-1 swung on and fouled back to the screen behind home plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Defensively for York, James Shanks is in left, Tyler Graham in center, and Jeff Fiorentino is around in right. On the infield, Andy Marte at third, Wilson Batista at short, Andres Perez at second, and Brian Bergamy is at first, with Salvador Paniagua behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch upcoming from Green. Right-hander's ready, deals, and Perales swings and bounces it back to the mound. Green fields, goes to short, and it goes off the glove of the shortstop Batista, and everybody is going to be safe. That's going to be an error on the shortstop Batista. Green made a perfect throw right to the second base bag, and it went right off the glove of the shortstop Batista. So the Ducks now have runners at first and second with nobody out, and that will bring up P.J. Phillips. First pitch upcoming here to the righty swinging Phillips. He will swing away, but he takes up and inside for ball 1. Ducks not putting the bunt sign on here early on. Kevin Byes doing the coaching down at third. The manager of the Ducks in his 3rd year at the helm. Nick DeBar is coaching over at first right now. 4th error of the year for Batista. That's put 2 on, no one out, and here Phillips pops this one up. First base side out of play. And that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So good speed on the bases for the Ducks with Lyons at second and Perales at first. And no man out. Righty batter against the righty pitcher here with the Revolution on top 1-0. One ball, 1 strike pitch is low and inside for ball 2, and the count goes to 2-1. Two ball, 1 strike pitch upcoming here from Green to Phillips. Lyons leads at second, Perales at first. Green deals, and Phillips takes a big breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And the count goes to 2-2. Phillips, again, was with the Can-Am League New Jersey Jackals before he was traded here. They were in camp. They have not begun their season yet. And the 2-2 on the way here to Phillips. Green deals, and Phillips will swing and miss for strike 3. So Green got him with the breaking ball. Second strikeout for the Revolution righty. And now with 1 out, that will bring up Ray Navarrete.
Number 60, Ray Navarrete, number 16.
So Phillips retired, and here is Ray Navarrete batting from the right side. He flied to center in his first at bat. Phillips now 0 for 2. He had also flied to center his first time up. First pitch on the way here from Green to Navarrete. Righty-righty matchup, and the pitch is taken low and outside for ball 1. Navarrete really got going at the plate on that last road trip for the Ducks to York and then Lancaster. And in fact, Navarrete hit a home run off Green as the number 2 hitter in the Ducks lineup in the top of the first. Low and inside, and the count goes to 2-0 on Navarrete. That was actually Ray's first home run of the year, his first and only home run of the year. And in that game, Navarrete also had an infield single to third off of Green and a deep fly out to left center. Be a 2-0 pitch here. Green deals, and Navarrete will swing and lift this one in the air, well to right center field. Going back is Graham. Deep in right center, he reaches up, he can't get it, and it's one hop off the wall. Lyons on his way to third, he's going to round third and come home to score. Now Perales will round third, he's going to try and score as well, and will without a throw. It's a 2-run double in a center field for Ray Navarrete. 2 more RBIs, and the Ducks have taken the lead 2-1 here in the third. Graham looked like he had some trouble with that ball in center field. Navarrete hit it well, but it was high in the air. It looked like Graham was going to eventually catch up to it in right center. But he reached up at the last minute, couldn't get it, and then it was off to the races for the runners who had to hold up to make sure the ball wasn't caught. And both Lyons and Perales able to score. RBIs number 9 and 10 on the year for Navarrete. And the Ducks have the 2-1 lead. First pitch from Green to Murray Watts, and that is taken low and away for ball 1. Watts a single to center field his first time up. And his first at bat as a Long Island Duck. Ducks and Revolution each now with 4 hits. On the 1-0, Watts takes, and it misses outside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Green deals, and that's outside again. And Green has fallen behind here 3-0 on Murray Watts. For Ray Navarrete, another double on the year. He had set an Atlantic League record last year with 50 doubles as Watts takes 1. So now on the year for Navarrete, he has increased his season total to 6 doubles on the year. And that leads the Long Island Ducks. 3-ball, 1-strike pitch, and that's ripped towards second. Nice leaping grab by Andres Perez, and they will double Navarrete off at second to end the inning. Watts hit that ball right on the nose, but Perez made a nice leaping catch and throws to the shortstop covering to complete the 4-6 double play. For the Ducks, though, they get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. And because of the double play, the bases are left empty. 2-1 Ducks lead it after 3.
Hi, this is Joash Brodeen, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new Iceberg and Carvelate beverages. A Carvel Iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvelate, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvelates and Iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your defending Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 2013 season. It's game time.
To the fourth inning we go here at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks lead it 2-1 now over the Revolution thanks to the two-run double by Ray Navarrete over the head of Tyler Graham in right center field. Michael Pollock here with you, bringing you all the action here at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks will continue their series tomorrow night and Thursday night against the Revolution. Tomorrow night and Thursday, all part of the 2013 Collector Series, as was tonight's game. First 1,000 fans tonight received 2004 Atlantic League Champions pins as part 3 of 7 in the series. Tomorrow night, first 1,000 fans will receive 2010 All-Star Game pins, and then on Thursday, the first 1,000 fans will take home 2002 Atlantic League All-Star Game pins. First pitch to Fiorentino is taken for a strike from Dontrell Willis. Tickets still available for the remaining 2 games of this series. You can get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com. As the 0-1 is low, count evens up at 1-1. Or you can also get them over the phone at 631-940-TIXX. 1-1. That's on the ground past the mound. The second baseman Phillips charges in, fields, and can't get it out of his glove. And safe at first base is going to be Fiorentino. So Phillips just could not get the ball out of his glove, and that's going to be the first error for Phillips and the first error for the Ducks in this ball game. So that'll bring up James Shanks, as each team now with an error here tonight. And Fiorentino now 0 for 2 in the game, though he has reached base for the first time. He flied to left in his first at bat. And here Shanks bunts up the third base line, but it goes foul. And the count is 0-1. Well, James Shanks, over this past weekend, returning back to the Revolution. He was with York from 2010 to 2012. Did not start the year with York, but then re-signing with the team on Saturday. Third in the Revolution team history in games played at 309. And fourth in runs, third in at-bats, second in hits. As this pitch misses low to even the count at 1-1. He's all over the team leaderboard in several offensive categories. One of the most recognizable faces among the Revolution. And now 1-1 from Willis is hit in the air to right field towards the line. Long run for Bailey. Racing over, he makes the nice running grab. And that is out number 1 here in the fourth. Adam Bailey showing off his speed in right field to make that catch. And with the one away, that will bring up Wilson Batista.
Shortstop, number 15, Wilson Batista, number 15.
So here's Batista hitting from the right side. First pitch from Willis, and Batista hits one high in the air again, deep to right field. Bailey going back to the wall. He grabs it one hop off the wall. And that will keep Batista at first as Bailey fired it back in immediately. And moving from first to third is Fiorentino. So a long single to right by Batista, who lined one in the air deep to right field. And the Revolution now with runners at first and third with only one out, as they are threatening to grab those 2 runs back that the Ducks just scored in the bottom half of the third inning. So now, runners at first and third on the Revs' 5th hit of the ball game. And Willis laboring a little bit here in the fourth, wasn't helped out by the error from Phillips. First pitch up coming here to Salvador Paniagua is taken low and inside for ball 1. Unofficially, Willis at this point, 58 pitches, 32 of them for strikes. From the stretch, Willis is set, his 1-0. Grounded foul, third base line just past Fiorentino to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Good pitch that time from Willis. A pitch that was tailing away over the outside corner, and now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Revolution catcher. Willis looking for a big second out here. The left-hander kicks and fires, and Paniagua takes just off the outside corner. Good pitch there from Willis, and it just missed. And that'll even up the count here at 2-2. The runner at third is Fiorentino. He takes his lead. The runner at first, Wilson Batista. And the 2-2. Ground ball here towards the right side. That is going to sneak through for a base hit. Fiorentino in a score. Batista going for third. He will make it in there safely. It's an RBI single for Salvador Paniagua, and the Revolution have tied it at 2 here in the fourth. That wasn't a hard-hit ground ball, but Paniagua hit it into the right spot to the right of Murray Watts and the left of P.J. Phillips. So for Paniagua, his 16th run batted in of the year, the run scoring unearned because of the error from Phillips. And now runners at first and third with one out for Tyler Graham, who hurt the Ducks back in the second inning. First pitch from Willis. That one taken just below the knees for ball one. Graham, despite coming in hitting just 197 on the year, with an RBI double off the wall in left field over the head of Brodeen. 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. To even up the count at 1-1. Graham had a pretty decent first series against the Ducks at the plate. He was struggling then, too. He had 273 in the 3 games with 2 RBIs. And here a ground ball left side and through, past lines for a base hit. That will bring Batista home to score. And RBI Tyler Graham, who's driven in 2 in the ball game. And the Revolution have retaken the lead. They are on top 3-2 here in the fourth.
Designated hitter, number 4, Eric Patterson.
So 3 straight hits here with 1 out for York. And Willis is struggling here in this fourth inning, as Graham has now driven in 2 of the 3 Revolution runs. Batista scoring from third. And the first pitch is taken for a called strike by Eric Patterson. And the count 0-1. Paniagua stopped at second on the play. And that run is earned. This pitch here swung on and missed as Willis gets him to chase low and away, and the count quickly 0-2 on Eric Patterson. York now with 7 hits in the ball game. Their offense continues to thrive here, despite losing some players recently. And the 0-2 lifted foul, third base side out of play. Revolution had first baseman and outfielder Johan Lamonta signed this past week. And then today, of course, Matt Fox, a pitcher, was signed away. Revs also lost 2 other players this week as the 0-2 missed inside for ball 1. Jason Repko, their left fielder who was struggling a little bit at the plate but hit well against the Ducks, he decided to retire. And Andy Gonzalez left the team for personal reasons and was placed on the suspended list. He was the starting shortstop for York. 1-2 from Willis, and Patterson, little soft number towards third. Suarez Fields goes to second for 1. That's all they'll get. So a 5-4 fielder's choice on the broken bat grounder by Eric Patterson. And now runners at the corners for the Revs with 2 away, and that'll bring up Andres Perez.
Second base, number 39, Andres Perez, number 39.
First time that Patterson has been on the base paths in tonight's game. He was struck out both of his first plate appearances. The only 2 strikeouts that Willis has in the ball game. So it's Paniagua at third. Graham was retired at second on the play. And Patterson at first. Here's Perez, who has singled and walked his 2 times up tonight. First pitch from Willis. And that curveball's hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for Bailey. He is not going to get it. It drops in a base hit. Into score from third is Paniagua. On his way to third and stopping there is Patterson. And just getting in ahead of the tag at second with an RBI double is Andres Perez. And the Revolution lead it 4-2 here in the fourth inning. 3 runs in the inning.
First baseman, number 9, Brian Bergamy.
That run an unearned run. And now Kevin Baez comes out of the dugout here to chat things over with Dontrell Willis, who has struggled mightily now here in the fourth inning. After the inning started off not the way you'd want it, with an error by the second baseman, P.J. Phillips, who could not get the ball out of his glove. So Paniagua scores from third on the play and give Perez his 9th run batted in of the year. And going from first to third was Patterson. Conversation is over on the mound. And up to the plate will step Brian Bergamy. First pitch coming here from Willis, and this is a little broken back grounder to first. Gobbled up by Watts. He will take it to the bag himself, and the inning will come to a close. But for the Revolution, they get 3 runs, only one of which was earned on 4 hits and 1 big error. They leave 2 on base, and after 3.5 innings of play here tonight, it is now the Revolution 4 and the Long Island Ducks 2.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-DUCK and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 4th at Bethpage Ballpark. Revolution have retaken the lead with the 3-run 4th inning. And it'll be Joe Ashbrodeen, Ralph Enriquez, and Adam Bailey for the Ducks against Nick Green, as the Ducks will try and grab the lead back from York. And now, fans, you can enjoy the taste of the Australian Outback at discounted prices this year just by attending Ducks games at Bethpage Ballpark. First pitch to Brodeen is taken for a strike. During every Friday home game, Ducks staff members will be handing out coupons for $5 off with the purchase of 2 lunch entrees at Outback Steakhouse for fans when they exit the ballpark. 0-1. That's low. I'm not leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Whether you're enjoying one of their delicious USDA choice steaks or one of many Aussie-tizers, Outback takes great pride in serving the freshest, highest quality foods possible. 1-1 from Green. Upstairs for ball 2. Outback Steakhouse now open every Saturday and Sunday for lunch beginning at 11 a.m. and you can join them every Wednesday as well. That's tomorrow for No Worries Wednesday with a complete meal for 2 starting at just $25. At Outback, it's all about the quality and all about the food. Green will miss outside here to Brodeen, and the count goes to 3-1. Ducks now trail by 2 on the scoreboard. Brodeen grounded to second his first time up with runners at the corners and 2 out in the first. 3-1. Ripped in the air to right field. That will drop in for a base hit. And Joe Ashbrodeen picks up his first hit of the night and the Ducks' 5th hit of the ball game. And so the leadoff man on for the Ducks for the 3rd time in the first 4 innings of tonight's ball game. So the 1 on, nobody out. And that'll bring up Ralph Henriquez. Switch hitting catcher batting from the left side. Brodeen leads at first, and the first pitch up coming here from Nick Green is hit on the ground, foul along the third baseline. The count 0-1. Henriquez fly to right his first time up. Also take some time this inning to talk about some of the food specials that are available during this 3-game series here at Bethpage Ballpark. Lots of great new food options for fans to try. 0-1 is downstairs for a ball 1-1. Some options that will be available for all 3 games. At the concession stands at first and third, they have a delicious snack that is available. The 1-1 from Nick Green here. Time was called as he was delivering the pitch, and he threw it all the way to the backstop. So the count will stay at 1-1 as time was called. You can get garlic Parmesan fries, a little extra treat on top of the normal French fries served here at Bethpage Ballpark. They throw a little garlic and Parmesan on top. And also some dessert specials available after the top of the third inning. At the first base concession stand, you can take home some cinnamon nachos. 1-1 from Green. Upstairs for ball 2. Nice little nacho chips that are covered in cinnamon and topped off with chocolate and vanilla icing that is drizzled on top of that. And at the third base side, the famous fried Oreos served here at Bethpage Ballpark. Outside and high again, Henriquez, the count 3-1. I have had the privilege of having Jenny Dunn, the general manager of Center Plate, the official concessions provider of the Long Island Ducks. Let me sample some of these delicious snack and dessert treats. And they are 100% delicious, so make sure you pick some up if you are here at Bethpage Ballpark. 3-1 pitch on the way here to Henriquez, and that just catches a piece of the outside corner for strike 2. Also for our friends up in the Duck Club restaurant and bar located on the club level behind home plate, exclusive access for season ticket, luxury suite holders, as well as mini plan holders who have included access in their package. They have specials as well here throughout the course of the 3-game series. Runner goes 3-2, lifted foul, third base side. There is an appetizer special up there, brand new duck wings, crispy duck wing and drumettes, fried to a golden brown, available up in the Duck Club all week long. During this 3-game series, there is also a special sandwich special, a turkey club wrap featuring sliced turkey breast, bacon, avocado, and Swiss cheese. And then the entree special, lobster mac and cheese. 3-2, up high for ball 4, goes off the glove of the catcher, Paniagua, but not far enough for Brodin to advance past second. First walk of the night for a Ducks hitter, and it's our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Well, for the second straight inning, the Ducks have a little rally going as they have runners at first and second with nobody out, and that will bring up Adam Bailey. Good speed on the bases for the Ducks with Brodin at second base. Henriquez has okay speed over there at first. And here is Bailey from the left side against Green. First pitch is on the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Bailey grounded to second his first time up. And this pitch here misses outside. And that'll even up the count at 1-1 on Bailey. Winner tonight again at just .215 on the year with a home run and 10 runs batted in. Brodin leads at second. Henriquez at first. Here's the 1-1. Check swing on a ball down low. He did not go around. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on Adam Bailey. Brodin leads at second, Henriquez at first. Wind blowing out towards left center right now, and a 2-ball, 1-strike pitch up coming from Nick Green. Kicks and fires, and Bailey takes upstairs. Green having some trouble finding the strike zone here in this 4th inning. The count has gone to 3 balls and 1 strike. And Green 1 ball away from walking Bailey to load the bases with Gabe Suarez on deck. And the 3-1 pitch is popped up foul behind the plate. Paniagua gives it a look, but this will be well back into the crowd. And we'll do it once again here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Thanks again for joining us here on your Tuesday night. Michael Pollack bringing you all the action here from Bethpage Ballpark. Joining us live on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. It'll be a 3-2 pitch on the way here to Adam Bailey. Let's see if the runners go. They do not, and the 3-2 is ripped in the air to center field, but right at Tyler Graham, who moves to his right and makes the catch. And that is out number 1 here in the 4th. Tough break there for Bailey. He hit the ball hard. Just hit it into the wrong spot. And with 1 out, the third baseman, Gabe Suarez, will come to the plate.
Number 50, Gabe Suarez, number 50.
First pitch on the way here to Suarez, low and outside. Good block at home plate by Salvador Paniagua, and the count goes to 1-0. Suarez, a strikeout victim his first time up. Took an at-bat 7 pitches, but swung and missed for strike 3. Again, the Ducks got the first 2 on here, first and second on a single and a walk. But Bailey lined out to center, and now Paniagua is going to go out for a chat here with Green. Try and settle him down because he has had trouble throwing strikes here in this inning. Went to 3-1 on Brodin before allowing the single, 3-2 on Henriquez before giving up the walk, and 3-2 on Bailey before he lined out hard to center. And it'll be a 1-0 here to Gabe Suarez. Runners take their leads. Green set from the stretch. There's 1-0. Is lined into right field. That will drop down for a base hit. Brodin around third. He's going to try and score. The throw to the plate is not in time. RBI single to right field for Gabe Suarez. And the Ducks have close to within 1. It's 4-3 here in the 4th inning. So for Suarez, he picks up his 4th run batted in of the year. Good piece of hitting from Suarez, taking it the opposite way. And Brodin able to score with his good speed from second. Henriquez stops at second, and he represents the tying run as Dan Lyons comes to the plate. 2 hits and a walk here in the inning for Long Island. And a lot of back and forth action now between these two teams over the last inning and a half. First pitch on the way here from Green to Lyons. Righty on righty, and the pitch is low. Again, a nice play by Paniagua to scoop it out of the dirt. And the count 1-0. Lyons singled his first time up, pulled a base hit to left to lead off an inning ago. So it's now Henriquez at second and Suarez at first. And here comes a 1-0 from Green. Lyons takes, and this one hits the outside corner for a called strike. It's 1-1. One ball, one strike pitch, and Lyons lifts this one down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, Fiorentino. He dives, he can't make the catch, and it drops fair. It's going to roll into the corner. Henriquez around third, he will score. Right behind him is Suarez, he will score. And in at third with a 2-run triple is Dan Lyons, and the Ducks with 2 more here in the 4th now lead it 5-4 over the Revolution. Third hit of the inning for the Ducks as Lyons goes the opposite way for the 2-run triple down the right field line. Great effort from Fiorentino to try and come up with that one, but no chance as it drops in along the right field line, and with Lyons' great speed, he was going to come around to score. So 2 more RBIs on Lyons' second hit of the night. Lyons now has 5 runs batted in on the year. And the Ducks respond to the Revolution's 3 spot in the top of this inning with 3 of their own here in the bottom half. And the first pitch on the way from Green to Perales is taken downstairs for ball 1. So the Ducks picking up Dontrell Willis here in the 4th inning. After Willis struggled in the top half of the inning, specifically or partly because of the error by P.J. Phillips, the offense has done its job to answer back here with 2 singles, a walk, and a triple. 1-0, and Perales fouls this one off down the third baseline out of play to even the count at 1-1. For Dan Lyons, it is his first triple of the year. Last year he finished second in the Atlantic League with 6 triples. And as a team, the Ducks now with 5 triples on the season, and they have tripled in 3 consecutive games. 1-1, and Perales grounds one foul, first base line. And the count now goes to 1-2. Quacker Jack leading some fans in a Let's Go Ducks chant along the third base line. Lyons leads at third with only 1 out. And it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch upcoming here from Green. Right-hander struggling here in the bottom of the 4th. Ducks have retaken the lead. And the 1-2, low and outside of Perales, and the count goes to 2-2. And boy, has Green's pitch count elevated here in this inning. He's up to 74 pitches now for the game, 41 of which are strikes. Perales, the 6th man to hit in this inning. And the 2-2 on the way is swung on and missed for strike 3. Green pulled the string that time for his third strikeout of the night. And for the first time tonight, Perales has kept off the base pass. He had singled and reached on an error his first 2 times. And with 2 away here in the 4th, that will bring up Ray Navarrete.
Second baseman, number 9, P.J. Phillips, number 9.
First pitch is taken for a called strike on the inside corner. It is 0-1 to Phillips, who has gone 0 for 2 thus far, with a fly out to center and a strikeout swinging. And this one is taken down low by Phillips to even up the count at 1-1. So Ducks with 3 runs on 3 hits in this inning after getting 2 runs on 2 hits an inning ago. The Ducks offense has really started to wake up here over the last few games, but again, while the offense is here tonight, the pitching has not been superb yet, and the defense has had a little bit of a struggle. 1-1, swing and a miss. Phillips trying to pull an outside pitch, and the count goes to 1-2. So Green trying to retire Phillips and avoid any further trouble here in this bottom of the 4th inning. Right-hander with the ball behind his back, works out of the stretch. And the 1-2 on the way is swung and tapped foul up the first base line. And we'll do it again here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Phillips last year split time with Pensacola and Louisville. Pensacola, the AA affiliate of the Reds. He was there 68 games and 4 games at AAA Louisville. And combined have 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in, and 8 doubles in those 72 games. 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 out pitch from Green. Right-hander ready. Kicks and fires, and Phillips will swing and miss for strike 3. Again, Green pulled the string. He strikes out Perales and Phillips to end the inning. But the damage done for the Ducks. They get 3 more runs on 3 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. And after 4 innings tonight here at Bethpage Ballpark, the Long Island Ducks now lead it once again over the Revolution by a count of 5-4.
Hi, this is Bryant Nelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks Baseball official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. It's no good. Talk to me.
Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated Paver Shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver Shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Pavers, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
The 5th inning we go here at Bethpage Ballpark. 5-4, the Ducks lead it over the York Revolution. Hey, Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks with a 5-4 lead, each team with 3 runs in their half of the 4th inning. And we'll see if Dontrell Willis can rebound after the rough top half of the 4th. And he deals a first pitch strike to Andy Marte, and 0-1. Marte, the cleanup hitter and third baseman for the Revs, 0 for 2 so far, as he flied to left and grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his 2 at-bats. Willis misses low here to even the count at 1-1. Sun has set here, but clear skies overhead. Lights on at Bethpage Ballpark. 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. Beautiful but slightly chilly night for baseball. And a 2-1 pitch on the way to Marte. Is low and inside, and Willis has fallen behind here. 3 balls and 1 strike. Take a look at some other action going on around the Atlantic League. All of the teams in action tonight. In Somerset tonight, the Patriots are trailing 1-0 to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs as they play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Marte takes low and inside for ball 4, and Willis has walked his second batter of the game. So Marte is on, and that'll bring up Jeff Fiorentino. Alvin Colina has driven in the only run of the game for the Blue Crabs. Jeremy Sowers, the starter for Southern Maryland. Mitch Atkins, the starter for the Patriots. In Camden tonight, River Sharks and the Barnstormers. Camden has a 4-0 lead, top of the 3rd inning. Lenny DiNardo, who threw a no-hitter against the Ducks his last time out, has already given up 5 hits and 4 runs in 2 innings to the River Sharks. First pitch to Fiorentino, pop foul, third base side. Suarez over towards the dugout, watches it go back into the crowd. And the count 0-1. Johnny Drennan has driven in 2, while Padron and Perez have each driven in 1. Josh Walter, the starter for the River Sharks. And the final game tonight about to get underway in Sugar Land, Texas, as the Skeeters host the Bridgeport Bluefish. Matt Wright will start for the Skeeters, while the Bluefish will send out Michael Kalla. Pitch on the way is low. And the count now 1-1 on Fiorentino, who's flied to left and reached on an error. Let's look around the Atlantic League. Major League scoreboard, Yankees in action at Yankee Stadium tonight. Terrific pitching matchup, and right now the Mariners have a 1-0 lead over the Yankees, as Willis misses up high, overthrowing a little bit. And the count goes to 2-1. Mariners getting a run on a Seager RBI double. CC Sabathia for the Yankees, Felix Hernandez for the Mariners. Terrific pitching matchup there. Pop-up foul again, third base side here by Fiorentino. This one well further back into the crowd. That evens the count at 2-2. Mets will get underway about 8:15 in St. Louis tonight. Dylan G for the Mets, 2-4, 5.55 ERA against John Gast, who will make his season debut for the Cardinals. Big game for the Knicks tonight. They trail in the series 2-1 to the Indiana Pacers. Game 4 in Indiana, and right now the Pacers have a 39-30 lead with about 3 minutes to go in the first half. As Fiorentino fouls this one back behind home plate to keep the count at 2-2. So the Knicks trying to stay afloat and even the series with the Indiana Pacers in their second round matchup. NHL action tonight, both the local team that is left, the New York Rangers, who advanced to the second round with a 5-0 win over the Washington Capitals last night. They are off before they begin their series against the Bruins. As Fiorentino, another foul pop out of play, third base side. Penguins and Senators beginning their second round matchup tonight in Pittsburgh, 1-1 in the first period. San Jose in Los Angeles later tonight. Two-two, swing and a miss for strike 3. Good fastball that time from Willis.
Another strikeout to add.
And he picks up his third strikeout of the ball game, 1 away, 5th inning. And Marte still down at first.
York left fielder number 12, James Shanks, number 12.
So that'll bring up James Shanks, who hits from the left side. This the Ducks' 8th straight series against a Freedom Division opponent to start the year. Very odd start to the schedule. This taken for a called strike, 0-1. This is the second time they have played the Revolution. They have faced the Skeeters in 2 separate series, the Barnstormers in 2 separate series, and the Patriots in 2 separate series. But they have yet to face a Liberty Division opponent. As this misses down low for ball 1. Ducks will do that on Friday night when they head down to Waldorf, Maryland to open up a 3-game weekend set against the Blue Crabs. The Blue Crabs, a very familiar opponent to these Long Island Ducks. Each of the last 2 years, the two teams have faced off in the Liberty Division Championship Series. Just sliding back in ahead of the tag from Watts was Andy Marte at first. It'll be a 1-1 here from Willis. Left-hander fires, and this one is swung on and tapped back out in front of home plate, but it's a foul ball. Went off the front foot of James Shanks. He's got a shin protector on the inside of his left leg for that exact reason. And just kind of flexing that left leg as he walks around the batter's circle. Seems to be all right, though, and it'll now be a 1-2 pitch from Dontrell Willis here in the 5th. Longest outing so far this season for Willis was his last start when he went 6 2/3 in Lancaster. Time is called, and that start marred a little bit because it appeared as though Willis had strike 3 in that inning against Darrell Ward in the 7th. That would have gotten him out of the inning without allowing a run. But instead, the inning continued. 3 runs scored, and Willis had to come out of the game. Low and outside here. Good block at home plate by Ralph Enriquez. But that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at first. Ducks lead it 5-4 here in the top of the 5th inning. And a 2-2 on the way from Willis. It swung and bounced past the mound. The shortstop line's charging. He fields. His only play is to first. It's in time for the out. No, it's dropped by Watts at first base. Watts dropped the ball at first, and everybody is safe. That's going to be an error on Watts. Another big mistake there for the Ducks. That would have at least been the second out. And there would have been a runner at second with 2 out. Now first and second with 1 out. On the Ducks' second error of the ball game. Second straight inning with an error. So now Willis is going to have to dig deep here with Wilson Batista at the plate. Now the first pitch misses for ball 1. It's Shanks at first now and Marte at second. A good play by Lyons to race it and grab that ball. His only play was to first. And here Batista hard ground ball to second. It goes under the glove of Phillips in a right center field. Around third and in to score is Marte. On his way to third and stopping there is Batista. And that's going to be another error on Phillips. It was a hard hit ball, but hit right at Phillips. He lifted the glove too early. And for Phillips, his second error of the ball game, for the Ducks, their third. And it's now a 5-5 game. If Phillips comes up with the ball, it's an inning-ending double play. But a run scores on back-to-back errors. And we are now tied here, and Kevin Baez goes out to the mound to talk to Dontrelle Willis just to try and calm him down and not let these defensive miscues get to him. And it is still very early in the season, and both Phillips and Watts still adjusting here as they have all of a sudden come to Long Island. Again, Watts had been in Wilmington before coming here, and Phillips had been with the New Jersey Jackals as Paniagua swings and misses for strike 1. So they both have to change locations here, but a couple of big defensive miscues here in the 5th inning after an error by Phillips to start off the 4th inning. And this pitch is hit on a line drive to Phillips, and it goes off his glove on a diving attempt in a right field for a base hit. In to score from third is Shanks. It's an RBI single for Salvador Paniagua. And the Revolution have taken the lead back. It's now 6-5, and that's going to spell the end for Dontrelle Willis. Kevin Baez out of the dugout, and he will take the ball from Dontrelle Willis as Paniagua now with a pair of RBI singles in the game. These runs are unearned that have scored in the inning. So Willis comes out of the game. Fans giving him a nice hand here. They know that his defense didn't do many favors here in this inning. But 2 runs have scored for the Revolution. They now lead it 6-5 here in the 5th. We will be right back at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I could live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
New pitcher in for the Long Island Ducks is right-hander Josh Lansford. He takes over for Dontrell Willis here in the 5th inning. The Ducks have gotten some good offense once again here today. They have 5 runs on the board and 7 hits through the first 4 innings for them at the plate. But the pitching, Dontrell Willis was okay. Did struggle a little bit, but the defense certainly has not been there tonight. 3 errors already for the Ducks, 2 of them by P.J. Phillips, the newcomer at second base, and 1 by Murray Watts, the newcomer at first. And 2 of those errors in this inning have led to 2 runs scoring already. And York still with runners at first and second and only 1 out. So for Dontrell Willis tonight, he lasts 4 1/3 innings, gives up 9 hits. And as of now, 6 runs, but only 2 of them earned. Still responsible for the 2 that are on base, but the most earned runs he could give up are the 2 earned runs, because any runs that score from this point on in this inning are unearned. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for Willis. And he ended up throwing a total of 93 pitches, 55 of which were for strikes. So Josh Lansford is in, and he will now face Tyler Graham, who has really victimized the Ducks so far through 2 at-bats tonight. First pitch from Lansford, and Graham takes up and inside off the knob of the bat for strike 1. For Salvador Paniagua, too, he picks up his 3rd hit of the game, 2 of them infield hits. One of those was a pop-up that dropped next to Ralph Henriquez. He also has an RBI single to right and an RBI infield single. And it'll be an 0-1 upcoming here from the righty Josh Lansford. Gets the sign from Henriquez. And the pitch on the way is downstairs for ball 1. Josh Lansford on the year, a 1-0 record, a 5.87 ERA through 7 games. He's given up 6 runs, 5 of them earned, on 11 hits in 7 2/3 innings, 1 walk to 9 strikeouts. There's 1-1 pitch here to Graham. Breaking ball hit to right field. That's in for a base hit. Around third and coming home is Batista. He will score without a throw. An RBI single for Tyler Graham, who has 3 RBI hits in the ball game. The 8th and 9th man in the order for the Revolution, really damaging the Ducks, and it's now 7-5 York here in the 5th inning. And the errors really coming back to bite the Ducks here in this 5th inning. Had all those plays been made, none of the runs would have scored. Instead now, 3 have scored in the inning. And now runners at first and second, still only 1 out for Eric Patterson, as Graham now has driven in 3 on a double and 2 singles. And the first pitch here is taken for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Patterson has struck out twice and reached on a fielder's choice here in this ball game. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Lansford. And the count goes to 0-2. Patterson, the left-handed hitting designated hitter. York now with 10 hits in the ball game. They lead 7-5. And the 0-2 from Josh Lansford is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Patterson's got the hat trick.
A strikeout by Josh Lansford puts a K on the Cradle of Aviation K board in section 211.
First strikeout for Josh Lansford, and with 2 away, up will step Andres Perez.
York second baseman, number 39, Andres Perez, number 39.
Perez has been on base all 3 times here tonight. A single, a walk, and an RBI double in his 3 trips up to home plate. So York with 3 runs in each of the last 2 innings have taken a 7-5 lead over the Ducks, and the first pitch here is taken for a strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Lansford trying to get out of any further trouble here in this 5th inning, with York already retaking a 2-run lead. Here comes an 0-1 pitch. And that is taken on the outside corner for strike two. Josh Lansford, last pitch in game one of the doubleheader on Saturday, threw a scoreless inning, gave up a hit and a walk, but did not allow a run. It'll be an 0-2 pitch on the way from the right-hander. Runners take their leads off first and second. And the pitch from Lansford is a breaking ball popped up foul. First base side out of play. And we'll do it once again here at 0-2. The runner at second base is Paniagua, an RBI infield single to the right side. Tyler Graham, an RBI single through the right side, is the runner at first. And here comes an 0-2 from Josh Lansford. Righty kicks and fires, and this one is swung on and missed for strike three.
Another strikeout, another K.
Nice job by Josh Lansford to strike out two and get out of further trouble. But for the Revolution in the inning, they get 3 runs, all of them unearned, on 2 hits and 2 very big errors. They leave 2 on base as well. And after 4.5 innings of play, we are halfway through here at Bethpage Ballpark. It's now the Revolution 7 and the Long Island Ducks 5 in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Holiday Inn Islip MacArthur Airport in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Holiday Inn is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Holiday Inn Islip Airport. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Holiday Inn, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Well, we're back here at Bethpage Ballpark, bottom of the 5th inning. The Revolution have taken a 7-5 lead thanks to a 3-run 5th. And the line is final on Dontre Willis. 4 1/3 innings tonight, 9 hits, 7 runs allowed, but just 2 of those runs earned. He walked 2 and struck out 3, throwing 93 pitches, 55 of them for strikes. And Willis was not helped out by his defense tonight. A trio of Ducks errors, 2 of them by second baseman P.J. Phillips, have helped the Revolution out tremendously. And the first pitch here is down and in for ball 1 to Navarrete. Nick Green in for his 5th inning of work. He was touched up for 3 runs last inning, 2 the inning before. And the 1-0 to Navarrete is in there for another strike. And the count 1-1. Navarrete, a 2-run double into right center field his last time up. His team leading 5th double of the year. Check that, 6th double of the year. 1-1. Outside and missed for ball 2. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike on Navarrete. So Ducks with 5 runs on 5 hits over the last 2 innings. And this one is over the outside corner for a strike, and that evens up the count at 2-2 on Navarrete. Green from the windup, kicks and fires in the 2-2. Popped up in the air right side. First baseman Bergamy on the right field line, crosses back into fair territory, and it goes off his glove and drops into fair territory. And Navarrete is safe at first. And now an error on Brian Bergamy. And that is his first of the ball game, the Revolution's 2nd of the night, and Bergamy's 4th of the season.
Watts, number 39.
And the teams have now combined for 5 errors here. And we are not even through 5 innings tonight. Just a sloppy game overall from these two sides. Now we'll see if the Ducks can take advantage of the defensive miscue this time from York. First pitch on the way is on the outside corner for strike one. I don't know if it's the wind. Right now it is blowing out towards right field. Moderate wind towards right. Or if it's the sky, which is kind of that grayish blue color. As this misses outside for ball one. And sometimes that ball can get lost up in the sky, but Bergamy had a lot of trouble over there at first base. And so Navarrete is on base for the second time tonight. 1-1 pitch on the way here to Watts. And the pitch is swung and hit high in the air to deep right center field. Graham going back to the warning track and in front of the wall in right center. He will make the catch. And that is out number one. So Watts put a charge into that one in right center, just not deep enough.
Fielder, number 22, Joash Brodin, number 22.
And with one away and one on, Joash Brodin will come to the plate. So here's Brodin with one on and one out. Switch hitter batting from the left side. He is 1 for 2 thus far tonight. Green gets the sign from Paniagua. And the first pitch on the way is swung and popped up. Foul territory, third base side. Long run for Paniagua. Along the warning track, he will make the catch. So on one pitch, Joash Brodin is retired. And with two away, the catcher and six-man Ralph Henriquez will come up to bat.
Ducks catcher, number 30, Ralph Henriquez, number 30.
So it'll be Henriquez that comes to the plate after Brodin swings at the first pitch he sees and pops out foul to the catcher, Paniagua. So after Navarrete reaches on the error, a deep fly out to right center and the foul pop. And here is Henriquez, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Time called at home plate. Henriquez hit the ball hard his first time up. A bullet line drive to the right fielder, Fiorentino, who made the catch. First pitch here, and that's hit hard on the ground to short. Batista on one hop will field and beat Navarrete to the bag at second for the 6-4 force. And that will retire the side here in the fifth inning for the Ducks. So no runs, no hits, an error, and a runner left on base. And after 5 innings of play tonight, it's the York Revolution 7 and the Long Island Ducks 5.
Hi, this is pitcher Bill Murphy. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new Iceberg and Carvelate beverages. A Carvel Iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvelate, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvelates and Iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Hi, this is pitcher Rusty Jones, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DuckBaseball.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Sixth inning here at Bethpage Ballpark, 7-5 in favor of the York Revolution. And hey, Ducks fans, make sure you follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappies Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks enter tonight 20 home runs on the year. They're tied for third in the Atlantic League in the home run department. Sugar Land Skeeters, of course, leading the way at 29 on the year. Somerset Patriots have 22. And then the Ducks are tied with the Lancaster Barnstormers at 20. 3, 4, and 5 in the order for York here in the sixth. And the first pitch to Bergamy is taken up and away for ball one. York very fortunate that that error leading off the inning by Bergamy on the pop-up by Navarrete did not come back to hurt them. As this is swung on and missed for strike two. We've already seen the damage that errors can do for the Ducks, as the Ducks have committed 3 errors, and 7 of the runs that Dontrell Willis has allowed, only 2 of which were earned. 1-1 is low. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike on Bergamy, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He is popped to short, grounded into a fielder's choice, and grounded to first. It'll be a 2-1 pitch from Josh Lansford. Righty deals, and Bergamy takes outside for ball 3. Bergamy, a switch hitter who spent last season with the Camden River Sharks. He spent the last couple of years with Camden before moving to the York Revolution this offseason. 3-1. That's popped foul over the screen and upstairs behind home plate. And the count goes to 3-2. So a payoff pitch upcoming here from Lansford. The pitch on the way, and Bergamy takes downstairs for ball 4. First walk allowed by Josh Lansford, and the leadoff man on for York here in the 6th inning.
Third baseman, number 25, Andy Marte.
Well, to this point, 7 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors for the Revolution. 5 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors for the Ducks. York scoring their runs in the second. They had 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 3 in the fifth. Ducks with 2 in the third and 3 in the fourth. Well, here's the cleanup hitter and third baseman, Andy Marte, who has not picked up a hit yet tonight. Over 2 with a walk and a run scored. And the first pitch is in there for a strike from Lansford, and the count 0-1. Marte fly to left in the first, hit into a 6-4-3 double play in the third. Walked and scored in the fifth. 0-1 upcoming. Lansford kicks and fires, and this one is hit towards third. Suarez makes the catch, then drops the ball. They say he didn't catch it. He throws to second for 1 in the turn to first in time for the double play. So the Ducks end up getting bailed out there, and they end up getting a 5-4-3 double play after the line drive to third that Suarez looked like he caught, but then never caught it. And Marte, who didn't run right off the bat down the first base line, he stopped because he thought the ball was caught, ends up getting thrown out at first. So it's a 5-4-3 double play, and just like that, 2 away. So a little break there for Long Island. And with 2 out, here's Jeff Fiorentino, the right fielder. And he hits the first pitch in the air to right field shallow. Long run in for Bailey. He makes the nice running grab in right. And that's the final out of the 6th. So for the Revs, no runs, no hits, a walk. And because of the double play, nobody's left on base. And after 5.5 innings tonight here at Bethpage Ballpark, it's the Revolution 7 and the Ducks 5.
Hi, this is center fielder Ryan Canary, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't
Get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We move to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark, 7-5 in favor of the York Revolution. The Ducks and Revs will continue their series tomorrow night at 6:35 p.m. Gates open at 5:35. Again, the first 1,000 fans, will receive 2010 Atlantic League Champions pins, Atlantic League All-Star Game pins, as part 4 of 7 in the 2013 Collector Series. And then on Thursday night, again, a 6:35 p.m. start time. Gates open at 5:35. And the first 1,000 fans will take home 2002 Atlantic League All-Star Game pins. Tickets available for both of the remaining games on this homestand, and you can get them in one of 3 ways. First pitch on the way to Adam Bailey is swung on and missed for strike 1. Pick them up at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or over the phone, 631-940-TIXX. Bailey, Suarez, and Lyons, as Bailey takes a strike, and he is quickly behind in the count to Nick Green, 0-2. Bailey 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded at second and fly to center. Hit the ball hard his last time up. That was back in the 4th. And the 0-2 on the way from Nick Green is swung on and popped up foul. Third base side out of play. And we'll do it once again at 0-2. Lighter crowd on hand here tonight, but still a pretty good crowd on this chilly Tuesday evening. And it'll be an 0-2 from Green. Kicks and fires to the plate, and Bailey will take on the outside corner, strike 3 call. Bailey thought it was just off the outside part of the plate, but Chase Edmondson rings him up. And for Nick Green, it's strikeout number 5. And there's one away here in the 6th.
Third baseman, number 15, Gabe Suarez, number 15.
So with one out, that'll bring up Gabe Suarez, the third baseman, batting from the right side. Suarez 1 for 2 on the evening. Green from the windup. His first pitch is taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Suarez struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning, then an RBI single in a right field in the 4th for his 4th run batted in of the year. He later scored. 0-1, squared to bunt, pulled back, and he takes a called strike at the knees, and it's now 0-2. Suarez quickly behind in the count. All of a sudden, Nick Green throwing strikes. And the 0-2 is hit on the ground towards second. Andres Perez Fields throws to first. It's in time to retire the speedy Suarez. 2 away for the Ducks here in the 6th inning. So Suarez now 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Dan Lyons, the 9-hitter.
Dan Lyons, number 12.
Lyons has been red hot as of late, and he's got 2 hits once again here tonight off of Nick Green. First pitch on the way from the right-hander as Lyons steps into the batter's box. Now Green ready to go, his first pitch, and Lyons pops this one foul down the right field line. Count 0-1. Single to left to lead off the 3rd and scored did Lyons. Then he lifted a 2-run triple down the right field line in the 4th for his first 3-bagger and his 4th and 5th runs batted in of the year. It'll be an 0-1 upcoming here to the Ducks shortstop. Green looking in for the sign from Paniagua. Now he's ready to go. Here's the 0-1 upstairs for ball 1, and that evens up the count on Lyons. Ducks with 7 hits in the ball game and 5 runs, but trailing the Revs, who have 7 runs on 10 hits. And the 1-1 is hit in the air to shallow right field. Fiorentino racing in will make the catch. And a 1-2-3 6th inning for Nick Green as he retires the Ducks in order. On to the 7th inning we go here at Bethpage Ballpark. Revolution still in front by a count of 7-5.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Holiday Inn Islip MacArthur Airport in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Holiday Inn is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Holiday Inn Islip Airport. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Holiday Inn, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
I love coming to the stadium. What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Clocker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit LIDucks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks baseball. It's game time.
New pitcher is in for the Ducks as we go to the 7th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. It is right-hander T.J. Hose. And Hose replaces Josh Lansford, who did a nice job in relief of Dontrell Willis, throwing an inning and 2/3 after Willis had trouble getting out of the 5th inning, thanks in part to some defensive miscues. But a good performance by Josh Lansford, and now he passes the baton on to T.J. Hose, who faces James Shanks to lead off the inning. And the first pitch on the way is a breaking ball up and inside for ball one. Hey, Ducks fans, you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well, then you should be following the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. 1-0 was foul tipped into the glove of Ralph Henriquez for strike one. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. 1-1 here is on the outside corner for strike two. Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. 7-5 York here in the 7th. And Hose's 1-2 is low and outside, even the count at 2-2. For Josh Lansford, an inning and 2/3 tonight. He gives up 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Gave up the RBI single to Tyler Graham. That run charged to Willis, who finished with 7 runs and only 2 of them allowed. 2-2. Swinging a tapper past the mound toward short. Lyons charges, Fields throws on the run. It's in time, and Watts hangs on this time for the first out here in the 7th inning. So Shanks now 0 for 4 in the game. Did reach on an error the last time up. And that was on a very similar ball where Shanks hit a little dribbler toward short. Lyons threw on the run, and Watts just couldn't squeeze it at first, and it hit off his glove. So with 1 away, that'll bring up the shortstop, Wilson Batista. Batista switch hitter batting from the left side here against the righty T.J. Hose. And the first pitch is fouled back to the screen behind home plate. Oh, it was actually hit to the on-deck circle, where it caught the leg of Salvador Paniagua. He is fine, though. Flips the ball into the dugout and caught him right on his right cleat as he stands behind home plate and off to the third base side. But he is all right. That'll be an 0-1 here from Hose. And Batista squared a bunt. He pulled back and he takes the ball low. T.J. Hose on the season, a record of 0-1, 5.14 ERA in 10 games. He's allowed 5 runs, 4 of them earned, on 11 hits in 7 innings, walked 2 and struck out 4. The 1-1 inside for a ball, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Last time TJ Ho's pitch was in Game 1 on Saturday, did not fare well, and gave up 2 runs, one of them earned on 3 hits in an inning of work. Did strike out 1. And here a called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 2-2. Smithtown Primary School, or check that, Southdown Primary School, is getting ready to sing God Bless America behind home plate as Batista takes outside to run the count full at 3-2. So Batista, who has a pair of singles, a pair of 3 runs scored, and has reached on an error, trying to get on base once again. And the 3-2 here, swung on and missed, strike 3. Hose pulled the string, his first strikeout of the ball game.
Strikeout by TJ Hose.
And there's 2 away here in the 7th.
Section 211.
Well, so far to this point, the Ducks bullpen doing a good job of keeping the Ducks in the ball game. Still just a 2-run contest. But it is up to the offense to try and rally back. Nick Green has settled down over the last 2 innings. We'll see if he comes out to pitch the bottom half of this 7th inning. Flock of geese flying overhead here at Bethpage Ballpark as this pitch is taken low for ball 1. Salvador Paniagua, 3 for 3 so far on the night, with 2 runs batted in and 1 run scored. Be a 1-0 on the way. And this pitch is swung on and bounced to short for Lions. Gobbles it up, throws to first, in time for the out, and the side retired in order by TJ Hose here in the top of the 7th. So after 6.5, it's time to stretch here at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks lead at Ducks trail, 7-5 to the York Revolution. But we'll keep things here for God Bless America, again performed tonight by the Southdown Primary School.
Proud to present the Southdown Primary School from Huntington, who will lead us in the singing of God Bless America.
Performance by the Southdown Primary School with today's God Bless America. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 7th after this.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Mr. Savemore, I just opened our electric bill. There must be some mistake.
Yes, Millie, what would that be?
It's so much lower. It must be wrong. Should I contact LIPA?
No, Millie. There's nothing wrong with our bill. It's all the new lighting we've installed. Our lighting contractor told me about LIPA's new commercial lighting retrofit program. We were able to upgrade all our lighting here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's new higher rebates, our new lighting will pay for itself in less than a year, including our contractor costs. Not to mention how this will help improve our sales. And as you see, it's costing us a lot less for electricity.
Oh, Mr. Savemore, you really do know how to save more.
LIPA's commercial lighting retrofit program can reduce your lighting electric costs by up to 40%. Over time, that can mean thousands.
Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
Hi, this is Nick DeBar, pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination. Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119. Well, we are back here at Bethpage Ballpark, bottom half of inning number 7 in the first game of this 3-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution. Right now it's the Revs who are out on top of the Ducks by a count of 7-5. York has made their first pitching change of the night, though, and they have called on left-hander Joe Torres. And Torres takes over for Nick Green after his 6 innings of work tonight, and Green in line for his 3rd win of the year. Entering tonight with a 2-0 record, looking to stay perfect, and he will at least continue at 2-0. If the Ducks rally back, Green will get a no decision. Well, we'll see what the Ducks offense can do here at the end of this game. And here in this bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be the top 3 in the order, as Danny Perales will lead off. On the first pitch on the way from Torres is taken for a strike on a fastball on the green. 0-1 on the way. And Perales takes a low to even the count. Exactly 100 pitches thrown by Nick Green, 62 of which were for strikes. Again, he can win it, he cannot lose it. All right, now Dontrell Willis in line for the loss. A little bit of a hard luck loss because of a couple of bad defensive miscues by the Ducks in this game. 1-1, swing and a miss. Big hack there by Perales, and he chased down in the zone. Count goes to 1-2. Torres' last pitch on Sunday in Lancaster threw a scoreless inning, gave up a hit, and struck out one. One ball, 2-strike pitch upcoming. Torres long looking for the sign here as he works out of the windup. This pitch on the way to Perales is swung and ripped in a right field, a base hit. Perales waited on the off-speed pitch and got the barrel of the bat on it, pulled it to right for his 2nd hit of the night. He is now 2 for 4. And that'll bring up P.J. Phillips.
P.J. Phillips, number 9.
So just like that, the tying run will come to the plate as Danny Perales picks up another multi-hit game. And for Perales, it is his team-leading 9th 2-hit game of the year. 9th multi-hit game as well. And here is Phillips, who is 0 for 3 so far in his Ducks debut and has made 2 big errors in the field. And the first pitch here is taken low for ball 1. Big hit here could help erase some of the wrongdoing he's done tonight. 0 for 3 at the plate with a fly out to center and 2 strikeouts. And again, has made 2 errors defensively that have led to some big innings for the Revolution. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Torres now out of the stretch, looks over at first. And time was called right as he was delivering the pitch. A little bit of a late time call there from the home plate umpire, Chase Edmondson. So the count's still 1-0 on Phillips. Perales does have good speed at first. So far this year, 2 steals in 3 attempts. And it'll be a 1-0 from Torres. The left-hander ready on the mound. Looks over to first, deals to the plate. Phillips swings and chops it foul along the 3rd base line. And now the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillips is the brother of Cincinnati Reds second baseman Brandon Phillips, who has had a nice career in the big leagues. Phillips had a career-high 13 home runs in 2007 with Cedar Rapids, the single-A affiliate of the Angels. Drove in a career-high 56 runs in 2009 with Rancho Cucamonga, the high-A affiliate of the Angels. 1-1 pitch here is rocketed deep to right center field. On the run is Graham. He's not going to get it, and it is off the base of the wall. Perales around second, going for third. Baez is going to send him around third. Here comes the play. The throw to the plate is held by the second baseman Perez. It's an RBI double for P.J. Phillips, his first hit and first run batted in as a Duck. And Long Island has closed to within 1 here in the 7th. It is 7-6 York. Well, there's a good piece of hitting from P.J. Phillips, and one of those big hits we were looking for, and I'm sure Phillips was looking for after the rough start for him to his Ducks career. And he pummels one of the gap, and it looked like it was going to be a close play at the plate with Perales running, but the throw from right center field kind of overshot the second baseman Perez and the shortstop Batista, and eventually Perez backing up was able to grab it and thought about throwing it at the plate, but decided against it. And now Torres taken out of the game after facing just 2 batters, giving up 2 hits and a run. So a new pitcher coming in for the Revolution, and we will take another break here at Bethpage Ballpark. 7-6 now in favor of York.
Hi, this is James Hauser, left-handed pitcher, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. So good. Talk to me.
Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
This summer, LIPA can help you save big on a new central air conditioning system. With up to $1,000 in rebates and up to $500 in operating cost savings each year. And only a LIPA participating Cool Homes contractor can make sure you get all these savings, plus a quality installation for maximum comfort over the life of your system. Ready to save? We're ready to help. Visit lipower.org/coolhomes to make sure that your contractor is a LIPA Cool Homes contractor.
Well, Joe Torres faces just 2 batters here in the 7th inning, and both of them get hits. Danny Perales with a leadoff single into right field, and then P.J. Phillips, his first hit as a Duck, is an RBI double into the right center field gap that hits off the base of the wall and scores Perales all the way from first. And the Ducks now, with their 9th hit of the game, 8th and 9th hits of the game, have closed to within 1 here in the 7th inning. It is 7-6, and the tying run at second, the go-ahead run coming to the plate in Ray Navarrete. And for the Ducks, or for the Revolution, I should say, they bring in their second reliever of the night. It's right-hander Stephen Penny. And Penny will take over for Joe Torres. And they bring in a hard-throwing, tall right-hander to face Navarrete here. Penny stands in at 6'7", 238 pounds. Out of San Diego, California, was with the Revolution last season as well. Now he comes into the ballgame here in the 7th, facing Navarrete, who has extended his on-base streak tonight to 10 consecutive games with his 2-run double to center back in the 3rd inning. So Phillips leads at second with nobody out. And the first pitch coming from the right-hander Penny. Kicks and fires, and Navarrete will swing and lift this one foul deep down the right field line. And the count 0-1. Aside from the double, Navarrete has flied to center and reached on an error by the first baseman Brian Bergamy when he dropped a pop-up in shallow right field. So it'll be an 0-1 pitch up coming from Penny. Right-hander gets the sign from Paniagua. And the pitch on the way is low and outside, even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ducks now trail the Revolution in by just one run and just by 1 hit as well. And they've committed 1 more error. 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for York. 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the Ducks. And here Navarrete fouls one off to the first base side. Well out of play, and the count 1-2. After Navarrete, Murray Watts waiting on deck. The Ducks trying to rally back once again. Ducks have had an act lately for fighting back in games. The big key is once they get a lead, holding the lead. That has been a problem this year. The 1-2 on the ground foul up the first base line. Stephen Penny last pitched on Sunday as well in Lancaster. Gave up 3 hits in an inning, but did not allow a run. Did not give up a walk and struck out one as well on the year. Penny has a 1-1 record and a 0.90 ERA in 12 games. He has also picked up 2 saves. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming to Navarrete. Penny kicks and turns back to second. And Phillips was caught a little bit, but neither the shortstop Batista or the second baseman Perez came in behind Phillips to cover the bag. And fortunate was Penny that he didn't throw the ball. 1-2 coming here to Navarrete. Penny ready. Looks back to second a couple times. Now deals, and Navarrete back through the box into center field, a base hit. Phillips on his way around third. He's going to come home. No throw to the plate. An RBI single for Ray Navarrete. And the Ducks have tied it at 7 here in the bottom of the 7th. Navarrete, another 2-hit ball game, and his 3rd RBI of the night. Have tied it at 7 here in the 7th.
Number 39, Murray Watts, number 39.
And give the Ducks credit, 3 straight hits here to open the 7th inning. Have plated 2 runs. And we'll see if the Ducks can get more and retake the lead here. It's Murray Watts who's coming to the plate now, hitting from the left side. That run is charged to Torres. And now Ryan Canary will pinch run for Ray Navarrete at first base. Kevin Byes wants to get some more speed on the base pass, so Canary will go in as the pinch runner at first for Navarrete. First pitch on the way here to Watts. They swung and fouled back to the screen behind home plate for strike 1. Good swing there from Watts. Just missed it. Watts has had a couple good swings tonight. He singled to center back in the first, hit a ball hard in the third, but lined into a 4-6 double play, and then flied out to center in the 5th. Deep right center field in that 5th inning. Here comes an 0-1 pitch, and Watts takes low and outside. And that will even up the count at 1-1. So the Ducks and Revs all tied up at 7 runs and 10 hits on that scoreboard out in left center field. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here comes a 1-1 from Penny. It's down in the dirt. Good block by Paniagua. And the count goes to 2-1. So both of those runs that have scored in this inning charged to Joe Torres. 2 runs on 2 hits against the 2 batters that he has faced. He did not retire either one. And Stephen Penny facing his 2nd batter out of the bullpen, and he still has not retired anybody. 2-1 on the way here to Watts. Penny kicks and fires, and Watts will swing and miss at the fastball. Good velocity that time from Penny, and the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joe Ashbrodeen waiting on deck for the Ducks. And Penny is set to go from the belt. Gets this sign from Paniagua. The pitch lifted in the air, foul, third base side. And that will go well out of play, and the count will stay even at 2-2. This is the first meeting of the season between the 2 teams here at Bethpage Ballpark. First of 10 scheduled meetings here at the home of the Ducks. York leads the season series 2-1. They won last year's season series 12-8. But the Ducks have the lead in the all-time series 62-56 entering tonight. 2-2 on the way. The kick and the pitch is taken inside under the hands, and the count has run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks looking for a big bottom of the 7th inning, 2 already in. Trying to take the lead back from the Revolution and turn it over to the later half of their bullpen, most likely Jared Lansford and Leo Rosales. First, the Ducks want to get the lead, and it'll be a 3-2 here to Watts. Penny is ready, deals, and this one is swung on and missed for strike 3. Good fastball from Stephen Penny. And he got Watts to swing through it for the first time tonight. Watts has struck out. 1 out here in the 7th, and up steps Joe Ashbrodeen.
Point on the left fielder, number 22, Joe Ashbrodeen, number 22.
So with 1 away and 1 on, here is Brodeen, the switch hitter batting from the left side. He has gone 1 for 3 thus far tonight. Penny gets the sign. Canary leads at first, and the first pitch is taken low, and that is ball one. Brodeen's one hit was a single to right field back in the fourth inning. He scored later that inning on a ribby single by Gabe Suarez. Aside from that, Brodeen has grounded to second and popped out foul to the catcher. Throw over to first here by Penny, and Canary is back safely. Canary has stolen one base in one attempt thus far this year. Is not an overwhelming speed threat, but certainly has more speed than Navarrete. Kevin Byers, knowing that he represents the tying run, wanting to put Canary on the base pass. The 1-0, and Brodeen takes a strike on the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. Chilly night here at Bethpage Ballpark, but fans being treated to a good one. Aside from some sloppy defense, 7 runs and 10 hits for each side of the game. We're all tied up at 7 here in the bottom of the seventh. 1-1. Brodeen swings and bounces one towards first. Bergamy fields, throws to the shortstop Batista for one. That's all they'll get. It's a 3-6 fielder's choice. Good takeout slide by Canary. So 2 away now here in the 7th. And that'll bring up the catcher, Ralph Enriquez.
Number 30, Ralph Enriquez, number 30.
So Brodeen with his good speed is now on at first. Canary retired at second on the play. And that'll bring up Ralph Enriquez, who is looking for his first hit of the night. Trying to keep this bottom of the 7th alive. Penny, the tall right-hander, up on the mound, looking in for the sign. Now he is ready to go. His first pitch on the way is popped in the air foul, third base side. That will go out of play. And the count is 0-1. Enriquez tonight has flied to right, a hard line drive back in the second, drew a walk and scored a run in the fourth, and hit into a force out at second in the fifth. Brodeen leads at first with 2 away. And an 0-1 pitch upcoming here from the right-hander. Kicks and fires, and Enriquez swings and rockets one into left center field. That is going to get down. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Brodeen around second. He's being waved around third by Baez. The throw comes back in. It's not going to be anywhere near in time. An RBI double for Ralph Enriquez here in the 7th. 3 in the inning for the Ducks, and they have taken an 8-7 lead over the Revolution. So Enriquez picks up his first hit of the night and his first run batted in as well, now up to 7 on the year. And Enriquez, who had a big 2-run home run in the 8th inning of Saturday's Game 1 that gave the Ducks the lead, and eventually a 6-5 win, comes up with another big hit in the latter innings here in tonight's ball game. As his RBI double in the 7th has put the Ducks back in front 8-7. That's going to bring up Adam Bailey, and the Revolution are going to intentionally walk Bailey here to face Gabe Suarez. Well, the first pitch is delivered outside. It's interesting strategy here, but one that I can understand. The Revolution would rather have the righty-righty matchup with Suarez against Penny. As this one outside for the second ball. Bailey, though, is 0 for 3 in tonight's game with a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout, whereas Suarez is 1 for 3 with an RBI single to right and a run scored that came back in the 4th. But the Revs would rather face Suarez here, and again, the Ducks have a very thin bench. You have Ramon Castro from the right side, but from the left side, Canary has already been used, and then you have Ben Broussard on the bench, who has been battling some calf spasms. Now, the Ducks don't have any options defensively that would fit well, especially in a close game in the later innings.
Gabe Suarez, number 50.
So it's going to be Gabe Suarez to bat here, first and second, with 2 men down here in the 7th, as he represents the 8th Duck to come to the plate here in this inning. Ducks now have a 1-run lead. They lead in the hit column by 1 as well, and they have runners at first and second with 2 men out. First pitch on the way from Penny to Suarez, and Suarez will take a fastball strike at the belt, and the count 0-1. So as we mentioned, Suarez struck out back in the second, an RBI single to right and a run scored in the 4th, and a ground out to second in the 6th. Here comes an 0-1 pitch. Suarez, a check swing foul ball to the first base dugout. And the count quickly, 0-2 on Gabe Suarez. Owen to the count. Getting the sign here is Penny from Paniagua. And the right-hander's 0-2 pitch on the way to Suarez, and it is taken low and outside. A close pitch. But Suarez gets the call, and the count goes to 1-2. Ducks now lead at 8-7 as we play here in the bottom of inning number 7. You think maybe Jared Lansard for the 8th and Leo Rosales for the 9th, but we'll have to wait and see. And the 1-2 on the way. Suarez lifts this one foul down the first base line, out of play. Mason has already made one pitching change here in tonight's ball game. That was earlier this inning when he took Torres out after he gave up hits to the first 2 batters of the inning. Penny has allowed 2 hits since coming in and an intentional walk, but he has struck out 1 and recorded 2 outs. Trying to get the 3rd out here with Suarez at the plate. Penny's 1-2. There's lifted foul again, first base side by Suarez up into the sweet level. And Gabe Suarez doing a good job here in this at-bat, just fighting off some tough pitches from the tall right-hander. Trying to get it to Dan Lyons, who waits on deck and has had a pair of hits in tonight's ball game. So it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming now from Penny. Henriquez at second, Bailey at first, and here Suarez hits a little blooper in a shallow right field. The second baseman Perez goes out, and he will make the catch for the final out here in the 7th. But a big inning for the Ducks as they get 3 runs on the scoreboard on 4 hits. No errors, and they leave 2 on base. And after 7 innings of play now at Bethpage Ballpark, it's the Ducks who have gone back on top as they lead it 8-7 over the York Revolution.
Hi, this is infielder Gabriel Suarez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark, we go to the 8th inning. Ducks have taken the lead 8-7 over the York Revolution with a 3-run 7th inning. 2 of the runs charged to Joe Torres, 1 charged to Stephen Penny. And the good news for the Ducks, it takes Dontrell Willis off the hook for the loss, as he, who had given up 9 hits but fallen victim to some bad defense behind him, now does not have to worry about getting settled with a loss, and Nick Green, unfortunately for the Revolution and their fans, will not pick up his third win of the year. He will get a no decision. So the game is in the hands of the bullpen, and right now the winning pitcher is TJ Hose, and the loser is Stephen Penny. But we go to the 8th, and it'll be Jared Lansford, the right-hander, who will come in to pitch for the Ducks as he relieves TJ Hose after Hose threw a perfect 1-2-3 7th inning, striking out one, and the first pitch here from Lansford misses low for ball 1 to Tyler Graham. It'll be 9, 1 and 2 in the order for the Revolution. 1-0 from Lansford, and this one is taken for a strike. Good pitch from Lansford, and the count 1-1. Jared Lansford, the brother of Josh Lansford, who pitched back in the 5th and 6th innings. Second year for each of them with the Ducks. And here Graham fouls one back to the screen behind home plate, and the count goes to 1-2. Jared Lansford last pitched for the Ducks during Game 1 of the doubleheader on Saturday, and he threw well, a scoreless inning, striking out 2, did not give up a hit or a walk in that inning. 3 straight scoreless outings for the righty, and the 1-2 pitch missed low and inside, 2-2. Jared Lansford on the year is 1-1. Does have a 7.71 ERA in 9 games. Has had a couple of rough outings that inflated that ERA. 2-2 here to Graham. Lansford deals, and Graham swings and bounces one slowly to short. Lyons fields, throws on the run, and it is in time for the out to retire the speedy Graham. Nice play by Dan Lyons, who continues to play well over at short. He's now retired 3 of the last 4 Revolution hitters.
Patterson, number 4.
And with 1 out in the 8th, back to the top of the order we go for Eric Patterson. So Lansford, overall this year, has allowed 6 runs on 8 hits in 7 innings, 3 walks, 1 intentional, and 7 strikeouts. And so with 1 away, up steps Eric Patterson, the designated hitter. First pitch to Patterson is in for a called strike, 0-1. Most of the fans still in attendance here tonight, braving the chilly weather that we have here on this Tuesday evening. We thank everybody for coming out to the Duck Pond and for joining us here on the Ducks official YouTube channel. Called strike here to Patterson, quickly 0-2 as Patterson trying to avoid the golden sombrero. He has struck out 3 times already in this ball game and has also reached on a fielder's choice, so he is 0 for 4. Try and take a look quickly at some of the out-of-town scores as well here in this 8th inning as time is called. Bluefish on top of the Sugar Land Skeeters 2-0 early on down in Sugar Land, Texas, top of the 4th inning at Constellation Field. Michael Kalla, the starter for the Bluefish, Matt Wright for the Skeeters, as Lansford misses up high for ball 1. Bluefish have RBIs from Gomez and Lopez in that game. River Sharks all over the Lancaster Barnstormers right now. Bottom of the 6th inning, they lead it 9-1 at Campbell's Field. As this pitch swung on and missed by Patterson for strike 3. And he has the golden sombrero tonight. He's 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. And there's 2 away here in the 8th inning as Lansford picks up his first strikeout and the 7th for Ducks pitching. River Sharks led with 3 RBIs from Johnny Drennan and 2 from Raul Padron. And they're in the top of the 8th inning in Somerset tonight. The Patriots have a 3-1 lead over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Good news for the Ducks. Atkins, the starter for the Patriots, still in. Sowers, the starter for the Blue Crabs, still in. As Patriots have gotten all 3 of their runs from Corey Smith on a home run. First pitch is a ball here to Andres Perez, who is 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI and a walk. Had an RBI double to right back in the 4th. And the 1-0 from Jared Lansford is hit on the ground foul along the third base line. That evens the count at 1-1. Yankees now trail the Mariners 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning at Yankee Stadium. Former Yankee Raul Ibanez has homered for his 4th of the year. CC Sabathia and Felix Hernandez in that one both have pitched very well, but right now Hernandez out dueling Sabathia as Perez takes low and outside for ball 2. Mets and the Cardinals in St. Louis tonight, and right now it's St. Louis 3 and the Mets nothing as they play in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No home runs yet. Dylan G pitching for the Mets, while John Gass makes his season debut for the Cardinals. Here comes a 2-1 from Lansford. Kicks and fires, and this one is a ground ball towards the left side. Suarez fields, and the third baseman throws to first in time. And a 1-2-3 inning from Jared Lansford in the 8th. Nicely done from the Ducks right-hander. So the Revolution retired in order in the 8th inning, and we head to the bottom of the 8th at Bethpage Ballpark. It's the Long Island Ducks 8 and the York Revolution 7 here in Game 1 of this 3-game set.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Bottom of the 8th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. The Ducks lead the York Revolution by a count of 8-7. And 8 fans on this chilly night, why don't you warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available right now at our concession stands, regular and decaf. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes out in the Hamptons. Well, the Ducks 3 outs away from taking the opening game of this 3-game series. First, they'll have a chance to try and extend their lead at the plate. The Revolution have called on another reliever as they bring in right-hander Julio DePaula, and he relieves Stephen Penny. After Penny pitched in the 7th inning, he ended up going 1 full inning after Torres faced 2 batters and could not retire either of them. And so for Penny, he goes 1 inning and gives up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1. It was an intentional walk. And struck out 1 as well. And again, he is in line for the loss right now. So at this point, unless the Revolution can come back in this game, Penny would be charged with the loss. And again, TJ Hose is in line for the win. We'll see what the Ducks do here in this 8th inning, but assuming it's 3 runs or less, or maybe even 4 runs or less, Leo Rosales would likely come on to close it out, as he has had the last 2 days off. The Ducks as a whole had the last 2 days off, as Lyons swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1 from Julio DePaula. Good day so far for Lyons. He has a single, a 2-run triple. He has scored a run. Continuing his hot hitting at the plate. The 0-1 pitch here is downstairs for a ball. It's 1-1. On the year, DePaula has a record of 0-0, a 2.13 ERA in 9 appearances. 15 hits in 12 2/3 innings. He's given up 5 runs, 3 of them earned. 5 walks to 7 strikeouts. 1-1. Bouncing ball towards second. Perez Fields throws across his body, and a good stretch at first by Brian Bergamy for the first out here in the 8th as Lyons is retired. And back to the top of the order we go for Danny Perales.
Danny Perales, number 26.
So with Perales at the plate, he will come up as the second batter in the 8th. P.J. Phillips is on deck. And if it gets to the spot where Ryan Canary would bat, as again he went in and pinch ran for Ray Navarrete back in the 7th, it would be Ben Broussard who would come to the plate. He has already come out on the warning track a couple times. He is in the hole right now, and he has taken a couple practice swings. Here, Perales, a ripper back up the middle for a base hit. Hard ground ball right back up the middle. And Perales with his first 3-hit ball game of the year, as he has picked up 3 singles on the night and been on base 4 separate times.
Second baseman, P.J. Phillips. Second base, number 9.
And with 1 on and 1 out, here is P.J. Phillips, who got his first hit, first RBI, and first run scored as a Duck, his last time to the plate in the 7th. As he picked up a double to right center that scored Danny Perales, and then scored on the RBI base hit from Ray Navarrete. And he scored the tying run in that inning, as this one taken down low and inside for ball 1. Part of a 1-for-4 night for Phillips, as he fly to center and struck out twice before that. and also made 2 big errors in the field, but if the Ducks can hang on to win this one, it would certainly alleviate a lot of the defensive miscues made by Phillips. Here he pops one up foul, first base side. Bergamy chasing back, but this one is going to be out of the reach of both Bergamy and the second baseman Perez. And hops on the warning track and up into the stands to count 1-1. So Phillips will return back to home plate. Looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning, the Revolution will send up the heart of their order. It'll be Bergamy, Marte, and Fiorentino, 3, 4, and 5. Again, Ben Broussard is on deck for the Ducks if his spot in the lineup comes up. As long as Phillips does anything but hit into a double play, then Broussard would get his first at-bat of the night. 1-1 pitch, and Phillips a check swinging a ball down and in. They appeal to first, and the first base umpire, Aaron Freeman, says that Phillips went around. And the count now goes to 1-2 on the Ducks' second baseman. Again, Phillips signed, or I should say acquired by the Ducks in a trade with the New Jersey Jackals of the Can-Am Association today in exchange for a player to be named later, and then was activated before tonight's ball game. Phillips takes outside for ball 2. And he was acquired by the Ducks with Josh Barfield still out for a little bit with the hamstring injury. Will not play most likely throughout the rest of this homestand. Probably will join the team at some point during this upcoming road trip. And we'll see if he plays. 2-2. Phillips on the ground here, foul along the third base line. So the count remains 2-2. Give the Ducks credit, and they have come back a couple times in this game. Ducks after falling behind 1-0 in the second, took a 2-1 lead in the third. Then after York scored 3 in the fourth, Ducks came back with 3 of their own to take a 5-4 lead. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Paniagua for strike 3. First strikeout for DePaula, and the third time tonight that Phillips has struck out. With 2 out, this can bring up Ben Broussard as the pinch hitter.
For the Long Island Ducks, number 27, Ben Broussard. Number 27.
So Broussard will be the pinch hitter here as Kevin Baez looking to try and plate some more runs, and he calls on Broussard, who has a little bit more pop than Ryan Canary. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Broussard, 0-1. Broussard's first action here since Friday against the Somerset Patriots when he played the first 6 innings and went 3 for 3 at the plate, but then had to come out as he was still bothered by the calf strain that he suffered on the road trip in York. And here Broussard takes outside, and that evens up the count at 1-1 strike. On the year, Broussard is hitting .324 in 10 games with the Ducks, 11 for 34, with 3 doubles, a homer, and 5 runs batted in. Here comes a 1-1 from DePaula. Perales leads at first with 2 away, and DePaula turns and looks back towards first base. Here's the 1-1, and a big breaking ball just missed outside. DePaula thought it was a strike. So did the Revolution dugout. But the count goes to 2-1. Lots of movement on that pitch from DePaula, but the home plate umpire, Chase Edmondson, saying that it broke around the plate to the lefty swinging Broussard. 2-1 pitch on the way. Broussard swings and misses late on that fastball. And that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Paula trying to record the final out here in the bottom of the 8th and keep this a 1-run game going into the 9th inning. Broussard trying to keep the inning alive at home plate. 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air. Foul deep down the left field line. And we will do it once again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Pollock with you here at Bethpage Ballpark. Thanks for joining me on your Tuesday evening. Hope you've enjoyed the games thus far. Good seesaw battle between the Ducks and the Revs to open up this 3-game series. And the 2-2 pitch is outside for a ball, and the count has gone full at 3-2. Broussard was able to check his swing. The ball went off the glove of the catcher, Paniagua. So with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, Perales at first is going to be going on the pitch. DePaula is ready. There goes Perales, the 3-2. Hit on the ground towards the middle. Perez fields behind second. The off-balance throw to first is in time to get Broussard, who again cannot run all that hard down the first base line as he's still bothered by the calf strain. And that will retire the side in the 8th inning for Long Island. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave 1 on base. We have played 8 innings tonight. The Ducks lead it 8-7. They'll try and close it out in the 9th. Leo Rosales coming out of the bullpen, and we will be right back here at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hi, this is catcher Ralph Enriquez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new Iceberg and Carvelate beverages. A Carvel Iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barq's Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvelate, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvelates and Iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
On to the 9th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks lead it 8-7 over the York Revolution, and they have called on their closer, right-hander Leo Rosales, to try and close this one out and give the Ducks a win in the opening game of this 3-game set. So Rosales is on to pitch for the Ducks, and he will face the heart of the order. For the Revolution, it'll be Brian Bergamy, Andy Marte, and Jeff Fiorentino, 3, 4, and 5 for the Revs here in the 9th inning. Rosales, last pitch for the Ducks in Game 1 of the doubleheader on Saturday. He picked up the save. As he threw a scoreless inning, did walk one batter, but also picked up a strikeout to give the Ducks a 6-5 win over the Somerset Patriots, the only game of that 3-game set that the Ducks hung on to win. Again, tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m., Ducks and Revolution will play once again here at Bethpage Ballpark. First 1,000 fans will take home a 2010 Atlantic League All-Star Game pin as part 4 of 7 of the 2013 Collectors Series. And tomorrow night, the Ducks will send out right-handed pitcher John Brownell to start. He's 1-2 with a 3.57 ERA. TBA for the Revolution, it was supposed to be right-hander Matt Fox. As the first pitch from Rosales is downstairs for ball 1, but Fox today on the bus trip from York to Long Island got a phone call that he was signed by the New York Mets, and I believe is reporting to AAA Las Vegas. And sure enough, because he wasn't going to make the trip all the way to Long Island if he had to go out west, he was dropped off at a Sheetz in the middle of Pennsylvania. Good fastball for a strike there to Bergamy. From Rosales, it's 1-1. Sheetz, very similar to a 7-Eleven with a gas station as well in it. The 1-1 here, Bergamy fouls it off third base side out of play. It's 1-2. So Fox dropped off there, and wish him well. I'm sure many of the Revolution fans obviously upset because Fox was pitching terrifically this year at 1-0 with a 1.59 ERA through 5 games and 4 starts. A 1-2 here to Bergamy. Fouled off again, third base side. Out of play. But that is the nature of the Atlantic League. MLB teams, you're pretty much, when you're playing in the Atlantic League, you're almost a free agent for all 30 major league teams. Everybody's looking to improve their organizational rosters, and Mets in need of some pitching, so they went and picked up Matt Fox. 1-2. That missed up and inside for ball 2. Rosales on the year with a record of 0-1, a 1.86 ERA through 10 games. He has 4 saves on the year. And a 2-2 is on the ground, foul. Third base line. Bergamy having a heck of an at-bat here against Rosales. And we'll do it once again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rosales, 9 2/3 innings on the year, 9 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of which are earned. He's walked 4, had 1 intentional walk as well, and has struck out 12. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch on the way from the Ducks' right-handed closer. Rosales ready. He is 2-2. Is the check swing and a ball diving down and in. They appeal to third. And Billy Huffstedler says he did not go around, so the count has gone full on Bergamy. Bergamy tonight 0 for 3 at the plate, does have a walk. That came back in the 6th. The 3-2. Swinging a ground ball to the right side for Phillips. He fields, throws over to Watts at first. And there's one away here in the 9th inning as Rosales wins the battle on the 8th pitch to Brian Bergamy.
Number 25, Andy Marte. Number 25.
So with one away, that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Andy Marte, who has had a rough night at the plate. He has gone 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored and has hit into a pair of double plays, one a 6-4-3, one a 5-4-3. And with one out, the first pitch from Rosales. Time is called. And they'll have to go over it again. This is at least the second or third time that we have seen Edmonton call time as the pitcher was basically delivering the ball, or right as he went into his windup. So Rosales will have to throw another here. And the first pitch to Marte is swung on and missed. Got him to chase low and away. And the count 0-1. Marte's 5-4-3 double play he hit into in the 6th inning. As the 0-1 comes to the plate and it's a breaking ball strike. Hit a liner right to Gabe Suarez at third. Looked like he caught it, and then he dropped the ball. And ended up going to second for one. They turned to first for the easy double play. Suarez playing no doubles defense here, almost right on top of that third base line. With the righty swinging Marte up. The 0-2 is a check swing foul ball. On a pitch that came inside to Marte, the count's still 0-2. Rosales suffered the loss here on Friday night to the Patriots. Ducks had a lead going into the 9th inning, but he gave up an unearned run on one hit and one walk in the inning. Not sure what happened here. Time, I believe, was called at home plate. Marte had a couple words with Edmondson. Now the 1-2 from Rosales is lifted in the air down the right field line. That is twisting towards the line, and it will one-hop foul off the warning track into the last section of field box seats all the way down the right field line, and that sends a bunch of fans scrambling for the baseball, and a dad picks it up and gives it to his little kid. So the count remains at 0-2 here on Marte. The defense resets. Middle infield playing straight away. The corner infielders along the lines. The 0-2 lifted in the air, foul behind the plate. And again, Rosales having to dig deep here against these Revolution batters who are fighting off some tough pitches from the right-hander. One out, the base is empty. The Ducks lead it 8-7 here in the top of inning number 9. 0-2 again to Marte. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Got him to chase down in the zone for a strikeout for Rosales. And 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Well, again, after the final out, don't go anywhere because we've got the post-game show coming up next. We will recap this game first, hand out the Nico Lock Player of the Game Award. And then after a break, we'll take a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard on a full night of action in the Atlantic League. Some Major League action, NBA, NHL as well. First pitch to Jeff Fiorentino, misses downstairs for ball 1. Fiorentino 0 for 4 on the night with a run scored. Tonight the damage has been done by the bottom third in the Revolution order as Rosales misses again low, and the count goes to 2-0. 7, 8, and 9 hitters of Batista, Paniagua, and Graham have combined for 8 hits and 12 at-bats tonight. 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. So 8 of the 10 hits have come from the bottom third in the order. The only other 2 hits coming from the number 2 hitter, Andres Perez. 2-1 to Fiorentino, swinging a foul ball behind the plate. And the Revs are down to their final strike here on this Tuesday evening. So the fans here at Bethpage Ballpark slowly rising to their feet as they try and will the closer Leo Rosales onto the final strike and final out here in this ball game. Base is empty, 2 away. The Ducks clinging to a 1-run lead. Rosales is 2-2, up high for ball 3, and the count has gone full. If Fiorentino gets on, James Shanks would be next. Rosales is ready. The 3-2 to Fiorentino. Swung on and hit high in the air to left field. Brodin going over to his left. He will make the catch. This ball game is over, and the Long Island Ducks have won the opening game of this 3-game series as they take it 8-7 over the York Revolution.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
So the Ducks improved to 8-16 on the year with the victory over the Revolution, and they even up the season series at 2 games apiece. Revolution dropped to 1 game under 500 at 12-13. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show is coming up next. We will recap this one and hand out the Nico Lock Player of the Game Award after this.
Hi, this is reliever Leo Rosales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your defending Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 2013 season. It's game time.
Well, back here at Bethpage Ballpark, where the Ducks fans are going to go home happy tonight as they watch the Ducks defeat the York Revolution by a count of 8-7 to take the opening game of this 3-game series and game number 4 of this 6-game homestand for Long Island. As we begin here on the postgame show, time to recap this one, and it was kind of a seesaw battle between these two teams, and it began in the top of the 2nd inning when the Revolution plated the first run of the ball game. Dontrell Willis was the starter for Long Island. He got the first 2 men out in the inning. And kind of something that has plagued the Ducks pitching staff this year are 2-out hits and 2-out runs. Well, with 2 outs, Wilson Batista singled to center. Salvador Paniagua then popped one up on the infield, and the ball dropped in along the third baseline fair. Henriquez couldn't come up with it, the Ducks catcher. And that was followed with an RBI double off the wall and left by Tyler Graham. And the 3 straight 2-out hits giving York a 1-0 lead. But in the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Ducks would storm back to take the lead as Dan Lyons singled to left to lead off the inning. Danny Perales then reached on an error by the shortstop Wilson Batista when the throw from pitcher Nick Green on what would be a surefire double play ball was dropped by Batista at second. So first and second, nobody out, and after a Phillips strikeout, Ray Navarrete lifted a 2-run double in a right center field that would plate both Perales and Lyons, and the Ducks had a 2-1 lead. But right away in the top of the 4th inning, York would put together a 3-run inning, and they would take advantage of a defensive miscue by the Ducks as P.J. Phillips, the second baseman, made an error on a ground ball hit by Jeff Fiorentino as the ball couldn't be taken out of the glove of Phillips. He had trouble getting out of his glove. So then after a flyout by Shanks, Batista singled to right, Salvador Paniagua followed with an RBI single to right, and then Tyler Graham an RBI single to left. So that had scored 2 runs right there, or that had scored 1 run right there as Perez scored, and then on the Graham single, Batista scored. And then after Patterson reached on a 5-4 fielder's choice, Andres Perez an RBI double down the right field line to score Paniagua. So 3 runs on 4 hits in the inning. Only one of the runs was earned because of that error by Phillips. And the Revolution had taken a 4-2 lead. But in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Ducks would answer right back with 3 of their own. As Joash Brodin led off with a single to right, Ralph Henriquez drew a walk. And after a flyout by Bailey, Gabe Suarez an RBI single to right to plate Brodin. And that cut the deficit to 1. Dan Lyons followed. He lifted a 2-run triple down the right field line to plate both Henriquez and Suarez. And the Ducks had retaken the lead. They were ahead 5-4. Then back in the top of the 5th, it was some more troubles for Dontrell Willis. And again, more defensive problems for the Ducks. Andy Marte drew a walk to start the inning, but Jeff Fiorentino would strike out. But then James Shanks hit a ground ball to short, and on the throw over to first, Watts could not hang on to the ball on a good throw from Lyons. So an error on Watts put runners at first and second. Then on a ground ball sharply hit to second by Batista, the ball went right through the legs of the second baseman Phillips. And that would score a run and the Revolution would have runners at first and third for Salvador Paniagua. He reached on an infield single to second on a line drive that went off the glove of Phillips on a dive. So his RBI single plated a run, and then Tyler Graham with an RBI single to right, his third RBI base hit of the ball game. And 3 runs, all unearned in the inning on 2 hits and 2 errors for York, put them on top 7-5. And that's how it would stay until the bottom of the 7th, when the Ducks rallied again late to come back in the ball game. They would send 8 men to the plate in the inning. Joe Torres had relieved Nick Green, who was in line for the win, but Danny Perales singled to right, and then P.J. Phillips followed with an RBI double into the right center field gap to score Perales from first and make it a 1-run game. Stephen Penny was then summoned by Revolution manager Mark Mason, and Ray Navarrete put an RBI single into center field to score Phillips from second and tie the ball game up at 7 apiece. And after a strikeout by Watts, Joash Brodin reached on a 3-6 fielder's choice. And then with Brodin at first, Ralph Henriquez hit a double into the left center field gap. Brodin would score all the way from first, and the Ducks had taken an 8-7 lead. In the 8th inning, Jared Lansford retired the side in order 1-2-3. And in the 9th inning, Leo Rosales retired the side in order 1-2-3. In fact, Ducks pitching retired the last 11 hitters in a row, 12 straight outs recorded by the Ducks bullpen. One of the unsung heroes of the night, and the Ducks won it 8-7 over the York Revolution. So the final totals for Long Island, they had 8 runs on 12 hits, 3 errors, and left 7 on base. The Revolution, 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They, too, left 7. Winning pitcher in relief is T.J. Hose. He threw the scoreless 7th inning, so he improves to 1-1. Stephen Penny, the loss, drops to 1-2, and Leo Rosales earns his 5th save of the year. Game took a total of 2 hours and 52 minutes in front of a crowd tonight of 4,019 fans here at Bethpage Ballpark. As for tonight's Nico Lock player of the game, it is going to go to Ray Navarrete. Navarrete was 2 for 4 at the plate with 3 runs batted in. He had a big 2-run double earlier in the game and an RBI single in the 7th inning that tied the game back up at 7. So Navarrete, tonight's Nico Lock player of the game. Nico Lock retaining walls and paving stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We'll take one more break here on the postgame. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we wrap things up after this.
Hi, this is pitcher TJ Hose, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. It's no good. Talk to me.
Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game? The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
Back here at Bethpage Ballpark one final time tonight, where the Ducks win at 8-7 over the Revolution to take the opening game of this 3-game series. We'll take one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we wrap things up. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning in Sugar Land, Texas tonight. 2-0 the Bridgeport Bluefish lead it over the Sugar Land Skeeters. Michael Kalla against Matt Wright, the starting matchup in that one. Bridgeport has gotten RBIs from Gomez and Lopez to take the 2-0 lead. As for the Camden River Sharks, they lead it 9-1 over the Lancaster Barnstormers, bottom of the 8th inning in Camden. Walter, the starter, has pitched 8 innings for Camden. DiNardo started for the Barnstormers. He was roughed up in his first start following the no-hitter against the Ducks last week at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Ross Peoples now into the game for Lancaster, as the River Sharks are led with 2 RBIs from Raul Padron and 3 from Johnny Drennan. And they're in the top of the 9th inning in Somerset tonight, where a 3-run inning has given the Blue Crabs a 4-3 lead over the Patriots. That is not good news for the Ducks. John Hutton roughed up by the Blue Crabs in the top of the 9th inning. and he is now in line to get the loss. Sowers and Atkins were the two starters in that game, as the Blue Crabs have gotten 2 RBIs from Alvin Colina and 1 each from Jones and Henkard. 3 RBIs for Corey Smith leading the way for the Patriots. Yankees and Mariners at Yankee Stadium. Mariners lead at 3-1 now, bottom of the 7th inning. Only home run of the game, former Yankee Raul Ibanez, his 4th of the year for Seattle. Felix Hernandez and CC Sabathia were the starters. Both pitched fairly well in that one, but Hernandez outdueling Sabathia. Mets and the Cardinals in St. Louis. Right now it's all St. Louis. They lead at 6-0, top of the 5th inning. No home runs in the game. Dylan G, the starter for the Mets, and it is John Gast, the starter for the Cardinals. Knicks are now down 3-1 in their series to the Indiana Pacers, as the Pacers win at 93-82 in Game 4 in Indiana. So the Knicks 1 win away from elimination, with Game 5 coming up at Madison Square Garden. Another tough night for the Knicks, as they have dropped 2 straight in Indiana. And on the NHL scoreboard, looks like the Penguins might go up 1-0 in their second-round series with Ottawa. They lead 3-1 in the third period. Later tonight at 10 o'clock, it's San Jose in Los Angeles to battle the Kings in Game 1 of their second-round matchup. Again, Game 2 of this series will be tomorrow evening here at Bethpage Ballpark. Game will start at 6:35 p.m. Bethpage Ballpark gates open at 5:35. Pitching matchup, right-hander John Brownell will go for the Ducks. He has a record of 1-2 with a 3.57 ERA. The starter for the Revolution is to be announced. It was supposed to be Matt Fox, but it was announced today that he was signed by the New York Mets organization and will report to AAA. That happened on the trip to Bethpage Ballpark today. So the Revolution most likely will go with a bullpen by committee, but we will most likely know the starter after tonight's game, if not by tomorrow at some point. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Bethpage Ballpark tonight. Once again, the final score: the Long Island Ducks defeat the York Revolution 8-7 to take the opening game of this 3-game set. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast tomorrow night. Game 2 of this series. Pre-game show begins at 6:20 p.m. with the first pitch at 6:35 right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. My name is Michael Pollack. Thanks so much for joining me here on your Tuesday night. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll do it all over again Wednesday here at Bethpage Ballpark. So good night and so long from the Duck Pod.